Hello, everybody. We should be live
Hey.
now with audio, if I've done it right. Yeah.
Music too.
Hey, Ozzy.
You know.
How you doing? Sorry, we had a few technical difficulties, so started a little bit later. Everything should be fine now. But earlier, Costas, when I first messaged you, my internet went. So,
Well, I saw
fingers
you messaging
crossed
me.
it stays fine.
I thought you called me from your phone or you messaged me, and I was like, "Is he ready for stream?"
Why? Do you think I was from my
Because I
phone?
thought you were ready to call me from your phone when you were in Discord. Like it tells you if you're in Discord on your phone or not with the icon.
I was on both, but I called you from the computer. But when I messaged you the first time, before I called you, it was on my yeah, the internet died on my computer.
Oh.
Hey.
Yeah, and then you want to play.
You kill dinosaurs in this game, not very lizard friendly.
That's George, by the way. And we call George a lizard, so which is probably best. So George might get the no, but so George the lizard himself.
a lizard monkey.
Okay, wait. Where's the tweet? Tweet. I think that's fine. Yeah, I was. I prepped a tweet earlier, and then I refreshed the page and I lost it, and then I realized.
Let me retweet you.
There we go.
We should properly announce that we're only streaming Mondays and Thursdays, though, on Discord and everywhere else. Maybe after stream or something? Or unless you said it here. Oh, stream time and new schedule.
Is Bebop exclusive to subscribers now?
Is what?
That's what Ozzy is saying.
Oh, it's now exclusive to subscribers. He was always... I mean, you can unlock him still, right?
Oh, that's why I don't have it.
Oh, because you're no longer... Your gift to subscription ran out.
Oh. No, wait, okay, so he's not in my chat, but I can redeem them or something.
Yeah, you can redeem... You can spend points just for the day, I think it is.
No, they didn't have any bronze this year.
Yeah, there's only one emoji. I mean, let me check how far off we are now of getting an extra emoji. How do we do this? Community? No. Follower list? Channel points? Oh, I don't remember how to do it. There we go, emotes. I swear it was higher than that, unless it has to be in one period of time. I have to get 15 subscriber points, and it's on 6 at the moment. So I'm sure it was more than that. So it must go down, like, over time. It needs to be in one period. Which, that kind of sucks, but, yeah. We'll eventually get there. Okay, what are we doing?
Your purple smoke.
Purple smoke, yeah. So I was doing the fire.
It's gonna take me an hour to focus. It'll be a really fun stream. Didn't even know what I'm working on. I now have to do boring exporting stuff.
Just get that out of the way then.
I suspect I'm pretty done with this area finally.
Oh, this, like, actual background area? I think so.
Yeah. See, boring, Zell seats of assets. Hello, Nathan.
Hey.
What's up? Haven't seen you
Happy
since,
New
like,
Year.
Christmas time.
Haven't seen you since last year.
Yeah, I didn't say that, as you noticed.
That's what I was expecting you to say. So I
No,
said
that's
it
too
for
much of
you.
a too much of a, it's not even a dad joke, it's a granddad joke. Uh, I can't believe I did this animation, so I didn't write anything. Idle munching his stand. Yeah, okay. No, wait.
Yeah, there's a. Wait, how is this the last day of the first week of this year? Do your weeks not end on a Sunday? Or even if it's. Unless it's the last day we're streaming? Because obviously.
I don't know. I think he probably means the first full week.
But still, it's
'Cause
Thursday today, not Friday.
It is the first Thursday of the year, though.
Oh, as in
I
if
see
it
what you
starts on Friday last year.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I see what you mean. It's just a.
So it hasn't been a full week this year yet.
But this the definition of a week, 7 days, or is it like Monday to Sunday or Sunday to Monday?
Yeah, that's true. Also, we know Ozzy's brain is working.
No. So it can mean it's a period of 7 days.
Oh, really?
But then it's also a period. The period of 7 days generally reckons from and to midnight on Saturday night. What? Or work days.
You're telling Ozzy to say to people, "I'll see you in a week," and then it's just like random days pass. And he says, "I told you technically, I'm right."
No. See you in a week doesn't mean I'll see you in 7 days.
I know that if you say "see you in a fortnight," that probably means 14 days.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
I didn't need this kind of thinking right now. By the way, I have been barely awake for an hour because of the quarantine and I'm lazy. I'm pretty sure you're bearded too, and you're just like shaming. You're secretly admiring beards, or you run out of insults. Wait. So I need some water, and what else do I need? What's my okay? Wait. Keep Dino. How many enemies does it have? Appear, eat, his, struggle. And then we have eat, his, struggle, which is stunned, and appear. Okay, let's type appear here. I had this completely different names in the doc than when I named him later.
Hey, you know in animation, Ozzy's got a goatee. From chapter 2, we're gonna need the reeds. Maybe we need to wait a bit for that. It's okay. Just at some point, the reeds like floating away, or like giving way. The reeds in the river.
Yeah, it sounds like a detail though. So, but we'll see it. I think we need more assets to decide on that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, we probably do need to wait a little bit. But when that's ready, that's something that needs doing. Since it's chapter 2 this month.
So from this background, we still need to do a rock falling, which is going to be matte with a background. Spear falling down, you can probably do that with like moving a few frames.
Yeah, we'll see what it looks like.
Yeah, other than that, it looks like we're done, according to what we've written here.
Yeah, I think if we find anything else, it's going to be when we start doing...
I haven't animated the climb snake one, but I don't think it matters right now. Like a puzzle can be playable and we can not have it.
Yeah.
Nice choice of words, sporting.
Yeah, but I'm going to need it next month, aren't I, to go from one to the next. I'm going to sneeze, sorry. Oh, yeah, when it comes to next month, when I program chapter 3, I'm going to need it to go between chapter... Oh, sorry, this background and the next one? Am I? Or can we just do a cutscene screen? Like a...
So that's what we're doing, yeah. Like a...
Okay, yeah. That's right.
Fade to black, or like text and saying this happens, and then the next thing appears.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to ask Nathan since he's here about the parallax thing we had an issue with? Maybe he knows something.
No, it's solved. Well, it's solved in the sense that we're not using that plugin anymore, that module. I just need to rework out how to use the original one I was using.
Yeah.
And I suspect it's just that I've added some extra code in there that I need to delete or something. So yeah, I'll work it out eventually. What I'm actually doing right now is not right now, but I am ignoring the parallax. So right now there's no parallax. Like I'm not using any module, and that's fine. Like for now, I need to concentrate on getting the programming out of the way. And then if at the end of the month I have some time, I will try and work it out.
Yeah, I mean, I like parallax, but you seem to be a little bit too fixated on it at the moment. Because I know you wanted to get it out of the way.
It's really important because at that time it was like the camera wasn't following. It's not playable. You can't see certain things that you should see because the camera's not following the main character properly. That's the reason why was fixated on it. It was an important thing that needed fixing. But removing it also just solves the problem.
Hey, Kilo Clips.
Hey!
Since I caught the stream, well, it has been ages since it was streamed, really. Unfortunately, I'm dead. And
I'm dead. Dead tired.
Okay. Because I was like, see dead people. But
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Yeah, we now stream twice per week. I don't know who was here last time, but yeah, the update is we decided to stream Mondays and Thursdays instead of 4 weekdays because we've been getting a little stressed with actually making a game.
No, we basically just got a lot more programming and designing to do at the moment, which we can't easily do on stream. So yeah, yes. 2 days a week for now.
Yeah, we need to work that we can do on stream because we're not on that level of focus and multitasking yet as humans. Yeah, I'm pretty close to death, Nevikling, because I've been drinking my first coffee now and waking up while streaming. I'll be right back. Let me get water.
Okay, guys. Yeah, I mean it's only the second day, like the first week that they were doing it, but I feel a lot less stressed at the moment, and I'm getting a lot more work done. So yeah, I think it's working. Hey, Levick Link.
I'm happy to see a lot of people on stream.
Yeah. I can't see the numbers in this new setup. Oh, whoa! No, my chat's going out of the screen. How do I fix that?
Wanna become famous?
Oh, really? Oh, yeah.
So... the question in everyone's minds. Huh.
What's up?
Trying to see where this, if I exported this animation of the spaceman with a snake skin. No, wait, you have animated that, right?
Which one?
Yeah.
Him taking... Yeah, I've done that. From what I remember.
Okay.
Have you ticked it off the list? Like, have you still been following the list, using it? The Excel sheet?
Well, it must be under Snake, not under Spaceman. That's why it's confusing me. Snake died, probably.
Oh, maybe it was never on there. You're wearing a dungaree. I'm wearing a dungaree dress, I suppose. But it's not like proper dungaree fabric, it's just cotton.
What the fuck is dungaree?
What farmers wear. Do they? I don't even know. It's the one, you know these, like, straps You have two straps there, and it's basically
Oh,
normally jeans, like denim, and it's all in one. So
right.
yeah,
I saw you wearing one
but
stripe on one
it's just a
shoulder, but the
dress.
other
It's a
one was
dress.
covered by your hair. So I was like, yes, he's wearing something with a stripe, but I didn't really. But I think I like how Ozzy can form basic sentences, but he knows what a dungaree is. Which I didn't, I must confess. Yeah, the issue here is that let me find this file because this is so weird. Spaceman? No, it shouldn't be called Spaceman. It should be called Snake. Where's the snake? Snake.
Do you want me to try and find it too?
No, that's not my point. My point is that let's see if Drive works. Okay, so all right, yeah, because I have different files than you, so I was looking at my folders. So what I did here is that you see the spaceman killing a snake. You've done this animation where he's putting the skin back.
Yeah.
I added a few frames because he's calling him, and now he's raising his head to look at her. So that's basically like 2 frames.
Okay.
That I added at the end of this animation, but I'm not sure how to.
Export it as a separate animation, just the 2-3 frames, however many.
So it's gonna be an animation.
And call it
Spaceman
Look Up. Yeah.
Okay, fine.
And add it as an extra animation to the document, please, just so that we don't I don't miss it. Costa, so did you win your weight loss bet?
Yeah, thanks Nathan for remembering. So yeah, good news is I won. I was down 3 kilograms down from my target because I was also insane and I decided to dehydrate to lose even more when the weigh day came because one of my friends was being wouldn't say competitive. I was the one who was being competitive, but he was like every time before he weighed himself, he was like skipping rope and dehydrating and shit like that. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take this 10 times more in the dehydration. So I stopped drinking water for like half a day, and I did a bath like in the bathtub to like sweat. So I was like, which probably puts down 1.5 kilograms. Puts you 1.5 kilograms down because of lack of liquid. So anyway, yeah, I was 3 kilograms down, but the good news is that. The bad news is that everyone fucking won the bet. So, which means with the rules of a bet, if you lose your target, you have to give money to the others. So that means that everyone got their target and they didn't give money to anyone.
And Costas is very happy for his friends.
No, fuck my friends. I wanted to beat them all, but now I'm not happy because 2 of them I was really sure they were gonna slack and not do anything, and I was right. But the last fucking second, they decided, like, one of them went insane, and he literally had like he fasted for 48 hours. He had a break of like a day of eating food, and then he had another 48 hours like of water only fast. It's like the equivalent of finishing your dissertation and like the last days of the deadline. Don't want everyone to win if it's a bet. I want me to win. And the other friend of mine, he lost, which was he was in chat earlier, but I'm not sure if he's there now. He woke up the morning of when we had to weigh ourselves, and he was like 0.5 kilogram heavier. So he went up running in the morning, and then he used the bathroom, and he managed to get himself rid of 0.5 kilogram just in time for the thing. I did lose tons of weight, so that's cool. And after that, we started eating like crazy. So I've been eating non-stop for yeah. I don't mind eating on holidays. What I mind is like going on a slippery slope and not being able to come back from it. Traditionally every year. But now I'm this week I'm back to yummy lentils and spinach.
Why can't I find the fire?
The other thing I don't know if you guys missed it. That was what's Nathan saying. I should probably pay attention to my weight. I've given up fizzy drinks for New Year. Yeah, fizzy drinks are a thing. Like when I was in college, yeah, I've been having so many. I didn't even have Red Bulls. I had the Relentless cans, which are like
Cool.
even like more of a size of like a shitty energy drink.
I've never had them since my dissertation when I drank too many and it was really shaky. Like it was scary.
Yeah,
It was
but
horrible.
you remember my room, right? It was like a tower of like cans.
Cans. Mm.
Yeah, of like energy drinks.
What am
But
I
now
looking for? It's just so confusing.
Now I only have like cola, but like not even zero light. It's like stevia.
Maybe it's named under something. It's not. The problem is this fire is from the days when I was working on my laptop, I think, which is a Mac, and I don't think I have it on this PC. Is the problem.
Sorry, by the way, you got that the first few frames without numbers are like the fire starting, and then the numbers are the loop that needs to.
The first few frames of the. Oh yeah.
Also, yeah, you can see that the fire has white numbers, but you can see them on the preview because it's white background. That's why you probably made the background blue. Okay.
Theropods. Was I trying to write demo on top of that? I don't know. Who knows? Here we go. I found a version. That's good enough. Still, don't really like the colors of that fire, but I guess I go with it. Who knows?
Start the fire. I think you don't like it because it has an outline, and
oh, I don't mind the outline. It's just very pale. But I can always try and tweak the colors. Do you think the outline's bad?
Well, if you tweak them, I will retweak them. Wasn't that a great joke?
Retweet. I don't get it unless you're making fun.
Yeah,
of
that was a joke.
Okay.
That was that.
You always have to explain your jokes to me.
Theropods. Video game. What are Theropods? Yeah, good luck.
Because ours is called Theropods.
Yeah, also last time I was explaining in chat that Greek tradition every New Year's Eve where we have like this like when families gather, you have let's say a cake, I guess, and
a bill pie.
Yeah, okay, sure. It's not even a pie; it's a cake.
I know. I don't know why you call everything pies over there, though.
So it's a cake, and you got a piece for everyone. But the trick is that each piece, like not each piece, the whole cake has at the bottom someone has inserted like a coin. And I guess the game or whatever that exists is that whoever gets like the piece with a coin is supposed to be lucky for the rest of the year. But it's kind of a fun thing where you're having a dessert and you also have a chance to win something bullshitty.
Apparently,
this year.
I was gonna say apparently it's a thing here with Christmas pudding. Sometimes I think they also put a coin in there.
A coin in pudding?
Yeah, that's what Laurie was saying. You what?
Isn't pudding like mushy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, to make it clear, it's not like literally a coin. Like it is literally a coin in it, but it's wrapped in like aluminum foil or something. There's aluminium. So it's not like literally metal against food. But so yeah, because this year we didn't have any family gatherings because of the corona thing. We had me and my flatmate. We had our families delivered cake to our houses. So it was one cake from the family of my flatmate, which I had like a few pieces, and look what I got. I got this. Which kind of means that I've been eating like a lot of pieces of cake.
Haven't you eaten like
50 chance.
Haven't you eaten like 2 cakes like
Wait,
together?
I'm not done with my story, sorry, I didn't ruin it. And then my parents brought me another cake, and look what I found. They didn't bring me the whole cake though, literally. They brought me like 3 pieces of the whole cake because the rest of the family had the rest. So I'm either lucky or I've been eating a shit ton of cake. That's the verdict.
So you've eaten like a whole cake, right?
I've eaten probably in total 6 pieces of this cake.
It's like a whole cake, right?
No, it's half a cake.
I've been eating a lot of like Christmas cake because I made a big one, so there's like loads left over. But it's all gone now. There's some in the freezer.
Yeah, well, see, that's what I was saying, but I don't know if you missed half the story. You don't put coins in every cake.
In every slice.
I'm pretty sure I got the coin last year, like last New Year's Eve, and we saw how great that year turned out to be. So
The way it was good. What do you mean? We got it. We
20
got funding
20
for our game.
Yeah, I know, but like on a personal level, perhaps, but it wasn't
Yeah.
like a great year, evidently, in general.
I don't know. Last year was a pretty good year for me.
Yeah, also speaking of funding, and that's one of the reasons we're doing, we're a bit.
Wait, what's just happened? It's not telling me now.
w-
Thank you for
what?
whoever. Damn
what
it!
started saying-
What just
oh,
happened?
Felix
Whoa!
is now hosting my stream.
Oh my
Holy
goodness!
shit.
351. What?
Okay,
Viewers? Seriously? Thank you so
I
much.
understand now why
Why what?
why your exclamation marks were happening vocally.
What? Hi. So are there loads of people watching right now? I can't tell.
Yeah, me neither.
we're
Hi
being
everyone. We've been I don't know, my viewer thing isn't updating, but that's not.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
It
It's
happened.
351 viewers, unless they have 351 of being hosted on the channel. But thank you very, very much for hosting us.
Yay! Thank you.
If anyone new is watching, we are making a... Yeah, I don't think
Yeah,
anyone
we're-
has joined. But we're making a
That-
point-and-click
that
adventure
scared me a
game
little bit.
with dinosaurs, and we're just currently working on it. Yeah.
Yeah, let me type this magic setting. There's some links in chat of the trailer and like other information about the game. That would have been great, but at the same time, that means I would have to pretend working because right now I'm not.
Yeah, I think
we're still-
it's hosting, so if anyone goes to their channel... yeah, it's not
The
a raid,
rates are
it's a
voluntary,
host.
so-
It's a
Okay.
host. But yeah, thank you still very much. Appreciated.
How does that work?
The
I
hosting?
didn't know that different. I didn't know hosting existed. I knew that there was a.
So hosting means if anyone goes to their channel, our stream will be showing on their channel.
So
Which-
they probably were not streaming right now. They just like said, "Oh, they're streaming. If anyone visits my channel, they're gonna go there." I see. So,
can
so
also-
the only difference is that if you're live or not when you do that.
I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
I need to set mine up to automatic because you can do it
Who was
to
that person, by the
automatically
way?
host as well. I'm not sure.
How did it work? Yeah, now I understand why you didn't make any sense when you were doing it. Oh, what happened?
Oh, no, the problem is that I've changed it. Instead of having the stream manager open, I have what's it called? I have everything
Stream
open in
manager.
OBS, but obviously my activity feed isn't there, and I need to sort that out. So hold on,
Stream manager sounds like a job title.
'cause it's nice to have it all in one place. Tools, wait, view. Wait, how do I do this? Browser doc. There we go. What's it called? Activity feed.
Type it.
Not that there's space for it, but I can make space.
Hey, Octorob.
There,
Good. How
that's
are you?
better. Hey!
Trying to concentrate on not talking about food and stuff, and actually do something productive.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Dee-da-ba-da-ba-ba-dum. Oh yeah, for anyone, because we had one New Year stream on what was it, Monday, Sarah? So for anyone who wasn't here, how do you guys spend the New Year's Eve?
Oh god, Theropods out this
Sure.
year. Yeah, there's so many like not
We had a
articles,
couple
what
of
do you call
people.
it?
Yeah, like New Year, like what the most anticipated games this year?
or something.
It's like, yep. We're planning for it to come out
I'm
this
so happy
year.
we're in no list, but there were a few people on Twitter who were tagging us like, I'm very anticipating this game. Well, if you told me right now that it comes out this year, I would say, yeah, we have so much fucking work to do that
But we
I
have
don't
a
know
whole
what to tell
year.
you. But we do have a whole year, Sarah's saying, so that might be likely.
It's our aim. Like, we definitely are aiming for it.
Let's just say, don't quote me if I say that it's coming out this year. When it eventually doesn't. But we're gonna try our best to like have a huge chunk of it at least done, even if it doesn't come out.
Yeah, we're gonna try our best to have the whole game done.
Yeah,
just,
we've been putting milestones on ourselves for like 3 months in length lately. When I say lately, I mean right now. But I kind of like this idea of like 3 months milestones.
Yeah, it's for other reasons, but yeah. I mean, we need to do more milestones beyond that. It's just at the moment that's what we're concentrating on. I know it's scary, like thinking now is 2021 is the year that we said it would come out.
Yeah, that's true. It always felt so far away, but now it doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's also funny because like I was seeing on Twitter like the most anticipated games, and I think Nathan was like on a few lists, which is awesome. But I'm not envious of Nathan because of that. But I think Nathan is almost done anyway. On the other hand, yeah, I'm okay with people not anticipating my game because I don't have to stress over it.
If you need someone to kick him out, he was actually going to potentially join us on stream today, but he says he might next Monday because he's got some other work priorities today.
Yeah, but
so yeah, it'd be cool to have him back on stream.
I've been very excited because Matt has started like showing us some awesome new background art, and it feels like it's always like so super refreshing to go from this bullshit that you're seeing on my screen to like Matt's backgrounds.
Yeah, I can't wait until that background's done.
Jesus, that's like the worst. I was thinking about it yesterday how I should probably show him all the what am I trying to say?
I don't know.
The concept art that I gathered for this, which I translated horribly in a visual form, but I do have like some actual like illustrations that I can show Matt to show him what I sort of have in my head. Matt is great. I'm really sad he's not been tweeting his stuff much lately. I know, right? Like Matt's always that's how we discovered Matt's work, right? Or have you met him, Sarah, before?
I saw him at an Adventure X and I recognized him, and I was too shy to go and say hi.
But you
so I didn't meet him.
From his art, right?
Sorry?
I noticed him from his avatar or something on Twitter?
I guess. I must have done. I don't think I would have seen the picture of him.
Yeah. Yeah, if you want to find Matt at like an Adventure X or something, he's always chatting with someone and having a drink. It's like a party, dude.
He's always got a crew of people.
He knows fucking everyone. Yeah. So yeah, what you're seeing now on my screen, because I have some big text popping, is because I was doing an animatic for Sarah, which means there's a lot of ups and wait. I'm actually gonna show you exactly what happens. I'm new to this flash thing. Preview mode. No wait. How do I do this? I'm sure it changes the subject to work back again.
Matt is a nice bloke.
Yeah. I missed Matt for a while because we've been focusing on non-backgroundy stuff, and now we're back to it. Screen mode. Standard screen mode. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is going on with this new Flash version. The only one is calling it Flash Animate. Guide, snapping, grid, no. Show grid. I'm pretty sure there was something. Oh, clip to stage maybe. Magnification. Okay, that's too much clip to stage. Okay, cool. There we go. How's the
Yeah, fuck. I miss Adventure X so much too.
Fingers crossed it happens this year.
It's what?
I said fingers crossed it happens this year.
Oh, all right. So here's to some spoiling of this puzzle, by the way. Wait, actually, sorry. No, it's annoying, but give me a sec. Because the way the stream is set up, I have to double check with my face every time and what I'm showing on screen.
Oh, you are actually super.
Hey, Fernand! Wow,
Whoa!
that's great.
Thank you so
What's up?
much.
Yay!
Hey.
How are you doing? How was your holidays? Happy New Year!
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Come on, Costas, try and focus on this. This is such a weird camera setup, Sarah. I'm really trying to.
Well, can I maybe zoom out of your face a bit? It's really. Is it you or is it?
No, it's me.
okay,
I zoomed out
okay.
of my face, but when I go back, it looks fine. Wait, I'll fix my face.
Fix your face. You're not hopeful about Adventure X this year, but I really hope it goes ahead. Yeah, I'll just have to wait and see
Yeah.
what
Also,
happens, really.
the thing is, don't they usually like with Adventure X have like a Kickstarter in summer or May, which means that I don't know, like I'm hopeful that things are gonna get back to normal, hopefully by the end of the year. But I'm not sure if there's enough time for Adventure X to get the momentum with that. Oh, Nathan's well-being needs it. Okay, the screen is still a bit soft. Zoom out a little bit.
Oh, you were off
So,
sick over the Christmas period? That's a shame. I hope it wasn't anything serious, and I'm guessing you're all better now.
Oh, yeah, that sounds sucky. Also, were you like super stressing that it might be the coronavirus? Because every time someone's sick, I'm guessing what crosses their minds. Oh, yeah, you did have
Yeah, that's
a game
understandable.
jam as well, right?
Yeah.
Other, like, I'm not even sure. Like, obviously, I don't know how busy your actual your day job was, but I can understand also the game jam is pretty stressful and takes ages. Go there.
Yeah. Yeah. It wasn't a
was it?
mistake because you.
I don't think it was a mistake. Yeah.
Health-wise, maybe.
Yeah. I also remember, if you'll excuse my friends, that you were pretty cocky at the beginning. You were like, I'm going to finish everything and then I'm going to have like a chillaxing weekend or something. Which I knew in my heart that that probably won't work because I've done this and work. Yeah, so what you can see here is like a bunch of animations that are spoiling a puzzle, although it's so shitty that you won't even remember what the puzzle is, because it's going to look totally different with nice graphics. But yeah, actually I was designing this on stream a month ago, that sequence. Every time I have text is because I can't be bothered to like show the actual cursor going into the inventory and you combining the items, because I just need Sarah to get the gist of it while programming it, because the camera goes up and down.
Oh, you just
Sarah was
finished
saying-
a year-long mega project, all hands on deck,
Oh,
and
no.
then that ended the day before I started the game. Yeah, going from one thing
Oh
to the other.
Jesus!
with the
So you're
rest.
like, time to relax. I mean,
No wonder.
it's weird because, yeah, I was gonna say I can understand how it's relaxing in the way that, oh, I'm gonna do my creative stuff. So this is kind of like relaxing in a way of like, I guess a fulfilling way, or like.
Yeah, but still going from one thing like that's crazy hectic to another thing.
Yeah, and then becoming sick during the holidays would be great. By the way, I have 3 close friends with coronavirus right now, or like going through it, and I met them like some days prior before they tested positive, so I was really super fucking stressing over this. Mainly because I thought I gave it to my parents, my family, but I tested negative eventually, so now I'm just like quarantining just in case.
Apparently, the Tesco's that we go to, someone from there has it and has been quarantining, so like I'm gonna start taking it a little bit more seriously. I've been taking it seriously, not going out, but like other than shopping every 2 weeks, but like wiping down things that we buy from the shop with like antibacterial stuff. I don't know if it's worth it, but I'd rather be safer.
Wait, so when you say you take it more seriously, you don't mean going out less often, or buying more more
I'm gonna
like wiping more?
I'm gonna take it more seriously by going over the top and wiping all the like things I buy from the shop, like
Oh, I
cleaning the
see.
stuff before putting it away, kind of thing. There's not much more I can do to be safe. Like I barely go. I don't go out unless we go shopping every 2 weeks for and we go in the night now instead of during the day, so it's not busy.
Do you wear gloves or anything when you go shopping?
Actually, yeah, that's true. We did in the first lockdown and then stopped because in Cornwall it's hasn't been bad at all, really. It's only lately now the numbers are going up everywhere it seems, but now it actually feels a little bit more serious around here.
Huh.
So yeah, maybe I should start wearing gloves again.
No, I'm just wondering because you touch a lot of stuff in the supermarket, obviously. But I guess if you, I'm
Yeah,
not gonna
that's
wash like
I mean,
my buy, but
I don't touch.
wash my hands.
I don't touch my face whilst in the supermarket. I will try my best not to.
Mask helps, right? I guess.
Well, no, you kind of want to adjust the mask sometimes, or it itches. Like you just shouldn't be touching your face. I wear a mask, obviously. I use hand sanitizer going in, going out, and like the handle of the trolley I sanitize as well. But that's gloves might be an extra thing. I don't know. There's only so much we can do.
And I'm gonna. We got a lockdown here too, by the way. So it's not like you can do much. But I haven't been. Yeah, came back. I saw my family. All this thing happened, and then I haven't left the house in 10 days or 11 days. Like I just literally popped outside to like throw some rubbish in the bin.
I haven't seen my family in over a year.
Yeah, they're in the same country with you to explain, because they used to not be.
Yeah, they're in London, so have not been able to travel there since all this has happened.
Is Charlotte the same? Because I know you're in Sweden. I'm assuming your family's in the UK.
How was your Christmas and New Year's? A lot of people have had like a quiet time over that period.
I'm also gonna ask Nathan because I don't know if he told us what he did.
Oh yeah, true.
Okay, I think the work I need to do is write down in this very nice notebook all those shitty animations I've done here, so that I know what to export. So the sir has done that. Spaceman, look up. Spaceman.
Oh, that's nice that you got to spend it with friends.
That's my family here. I do have some friends here, and we all quarantined for a few weeks beforehand, so we did Christmas together. It was very nice. But, it was too much after a few days, so I'm not used to that much people now. Yep. I think that's how I'm gonna feel after the vaccine and that. Wait, what did I do? No, I'm just asking you, Nathan. Yeah, what did you do for holidays and New Year and all that? It wasn't an accusation or anything. Okay, enter. Have I done it? No, I haven't. Sorry. Amazon. Animation even done? Maybe. Amazon pointing. Spaceman. Grow skin.
Oh, I stayed home with Penny. Is that a doggy?
It's
I
not a
forget.
doggy.
Her friend who's her bubble,
It's a
who's in our
doggy.
bubble, spent Christmas and New Year with us.
That's nice.
To be fair, it does sound like a doggy's name. I completed Cyberpunk. I was saying that the other day, but the dog is Wombo.
Yeah,
Okay. Oh, I got Hitman 2 the other day because it was super cheap. Penny's my partner in crime. Okay, I didn't know that. Does he change her name to Scent once he goes outside of UK?
To scent?
Yes.
I don't get it.
Do I need to spell it for you? Like literally? Because it's like C-E-N-T.
Oh, no, I get that. Now I get it, because it's penny. It's in like a penny.
Right, okay.
I was like
I was pretty
thinking,
sure you
partner in
didn't get it.
crime? Do you mean like a dime? Which is, I don't know why that's the first thing that went to my head.
More like Dame.
What?
I don't know. Yeah, Cyberpunk was fun. It has 6 different endings, but I didn't want to play all of them. I just played 3, I think, or 2. It's not the easiest. Like you have to play for a long time to just like see the other ending.
Ooh, I have
But
yeah, you continue.
yeah, sure, go.
No, you continue, because mine's not about
I'm just
Cyberpunk.
rambling. I'm just gonna say that I got Hitman 2 and it looks really fun because it was super cheap because the new Hitman's coming out. And that's it.
Okay. For those of you who make games, so I guess Nathan, Charlotte, I'm not sure who else is here, but
Rob is making
what frame rate do you guys have your game on?
Oh, that.
Just out of
I think
interest.
it depends. I think it depends on the game you're doing because if you're doing like 3D stuff. Also,
Yeah.
I think my camera keeps freezing, and now I'm not in a very flattering freezing frame.
It's not my fault, is it? I don't think I.
No, I think it's my fault, but I don't know what's going on every time. Let's stop this. Oh, it won't let me. Cool. So that's the face you're stuck with now.
It's got black now, but maybe you know that.
Yeah, I do because I stopped myself.
Okay. Yeah, what
Video
frame?
connection lost.
What frame rate do you guys have your games on? Because
Oh, my phone restarted. Okay. Sorry.
apparently ours is kind of weird.
I think, Sarah, that it depends on the 3D games and 2D games, though.
Well,
Okay.
Nathan did 60 for guard duty.
Oh no! Why is
Yeah.
everyone using 6?
Well, I think it's because
60 frames.
we are primarily animators.
Oh fuck!
You'll
Did we
adapt
fuck
it
up
on
this
the
for
power
like a
for
year?
that. The actual animation tends to run at 4 or 6 frames per second, though, so the pixel art is very slow to update, but the background scrolling is smooth. Yeah, I don't know.
Guys, we're using 24 frames per second. Is that ridiculous? Because I know 24 frames per second is like all you need in animation. But
Yeah, technically our animation's at 12 frames per second, but we upped that to 24, so it's on doubles. But
yeah, the idea was that it would be 24 because 24 looks smoother. Because of the background scrolling and all that. And also, like, I don't understand why you need 60 frames though. I mean, I know you guys know, but yeah, but like, okay, so I know it makes it a lot smoother, but also you have to consider the resolution of the game because our game is like on a grid. It's like pixel perfect. So even if you have more frames to move, it doesn't matter because it's gonna stick like on the same. It has like limitations on how smooth it can be with a grid, right?
I guess I don't know, because like the parallax module that we were using on AGS wasn't working with us. And apparently it is because we're running the game at 24 frames per second. But the previous module we were using, I think, was fine. That's the one in the
Yeah,
demo.
that was the previous demo module was amazing. Like
But
I was impressed with how smooth it was.
That's just because the one that I was using that wasn't working is because the guy made it, or like took it out of the game that he was making. So obviously his one was in 60 frames per second. And maybe we should contact the guy who made the other one Just out of interest, wonder what frame rate. Maybe he uses
I mean,
a lower
look, guys,
frame
I
rate.
don't know that much, but I know Disney's like traditional animations were 24 frames per second, and they look smooth as fuck. So my rationality was like, well, that should do it. And I mean, for the trailer, which animated everything that way, it worked. Yeah, because what Sarah was saying, like we had problem with the parallax, so we asked like one of the guys who programmed it, the parallax module, and then he said, "Wait, you don't have 60 frames per
Yeah,
second
he was
in your
kind of
game?"
shocked
And I
by
was
it.
like, "Huh?"
Like, are you crazy?
We thought he was literally joking. Because yeah, I mean, I don't know programming and games too much, but I know animation, and that was a shock to me. I was like, that doesn't make any sense. Why would you need 60 frames? Like I literally animate with like a limited number of frames, and it works like when you see it back. So what he did was like his module was basically meant to be working for higher frame rates. That's why it didn't work with us.
Yeah, so like the character, the spaceman walking, was just so like stuttery. Yeah, and it just really did not look good or work.
No.
So yeah, hopefully,
And
hopefully.
it's not like as easy as like clicking 60 frames per second and the whole game works. Like because we made all of our animations like considering that it was 24 frames per second.
Because that's pretty standard for animation, at least.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not like rocket science. If it works with animation, it should work with anything because it's like
I mean,
perceived frame of like what your eye can see. That's like a standard rule.
I think it does
That's why
work, but the problem is that I think AGS is normally like set to 60 because I had to like force it to change to 24. So any modules that people make will most likely be for 60, which means they're not gonna work.
Yeah, that's exactly what Nathan is saying. Like what I'm saying, you can't like just say change it to 60 frames and expect everything to work. Everything's gonna be like really fast. It's gonna move like an insane speeds when you do that.
Yeah, that's why we updated the frame rate. I guess I'm guessing it was 60 to start with, and we changed it to 24. Because I was putting in the animations, I didn't even know what the frame rate was because I don't think it's that easy to work out how to do it. It was on, I guess, 60, and I was putting in Costas' animations, and I was putting in the frame timing and all that, and it just was so wrong. I think it must have been like super fast. So yeah, it was until I realized the frame rate problem. This is right at the start. Let me fix that.
Yeah, and also like okay, so what we're doing is we have 24 frames per second, but our animations actually don't even need 24 frames per second.
12.
We can do them in like halves. So we do them in 12s usually, and then double them. But also that means that it gives me a lot more freedom if I want to add like extra frames and make like, for example, this animation that Sarah's doing with the smoke. I could afford to like make it a little bit more complicated because of that. It's still in twos though, I think, right?
I think it is. Well, no, there's
If you-
one. There's one at the end where there's one frame.
If you animate it once, you have this really smooth and amazing effect, which is like the Disney animation, which looks like amazingly smooth, or like Cuphead, if we're talking about games. But because we're doing chunky pixels and our resolution is really low, we don't even need to do that at all. So we can get away with a lot of stuff. Charlotte's saying basically the engine renders 60 frames per second for parallax and smooth scrolling and having things that happen immediately, but actual animations much lower FPS. I can set a different FPS for every separate animation though, which is probably horrifying to you too. Haha. It's the thing. It's things like the cursor moving smoothly, and then 24 frames per second does make the cursor quite jittery. So, okay, what I'm gonna say on that is you're right, but you have to consider that our game is like, what's the resolution, Sarah?
240 by 135.
Okay, so if you have 240 by 235, that means your cursor is moving in a grid. So it's gonna go like tuk 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 tuk, and then the speed is the one that's gonna make it smooth or not. If you had 60 frames per second, if you had like an HD resolution, then your cursor would be moving like it would. The grid would be like so tiny that it could like show you the smoothness. But I don't think we can do that in our game because our resolution is like, it's basically like the smaller resolution just said, but scaled up. But that still means that it's moving in a grid. So even if you have 60 frames per second, you're not gonna see any difference because you don't have like the in between You don't have any more grid to like move smoothly. Like the cursor or like any other pixel can move as fast as your grid allows you to.
It feels like it won't be a problem for us. The only problem is finding modules that work. If we need a module that works.
Yeah, I'm just explaining why the Nathan and Charlotte are right, but we don't have the same setup they do with the. And maybe Nathan is the same as us, but I'm pretty sure Charlotte isn't, because I remember the resolution in the games, and she does have like really smooth movement, but that's because it's at least HD resolution in the game. So I understand what you mean, but that's exactly what we thought with a 24 frame per second, but that's what our grid allows us to do. I don't think you can do any better than that. That's why you don't see, like, we're trying to emulate like really old school game feeling, and that's one of the reasons they never had 60 frames per second, I guess, because you're never going to see it anyway. No, I think you're right that it works for you. I just think it's not going to work for us. Ultra Render 720. Yeah. The thing is, again, I don't know game resolutions or game programming, but that everything I'm saying comes from animation knowledge. And my theory is like I'm trying to think how I'm being I can be wrong here, but because I might as well be wrong, and that's what scares me. But I don't think I am. That looks really cool, actually, Sarah. The grid.
The grid? What grid?
The gradient.
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to find a better way to do it, though. I think I just need to do one gradient and then, like...
I don't know if it's worth it, but I did it, so you don't have to. But I was tracing over the backgrounds when the fire was happening, so that I make sure, like, the fire is going inside this... inside the rocky wall.
Yeah, I mean, do you think I should just leave it until we've got the background?
I mean, on one hand, you're done with it now. On the other hand, it's maybe. Charlotte's saying, I think that's interesting how different backgrounds influence decisions like that. Yeah. Yeah, although I was kind of shocked because that's a decision we literally made like 4 years ago, and now my whole world was like turned upside down with like, why are you guys not using 60 frames per second? And like, good thing Sarah asked, because we didn't know that everyone's using 60 frames per second. And I was like, oh my god, what are we doing? Are we noobs? But then I was like, well, if it works, right? Switched to 60 FPS when I was having some issues with the smooth scrolling, being a bit zizzy when it is in and out of the scroll. Yeah, Nathan, that's exactly the problem we're having now. That's why we started looking into it. But the thing is that it wasn't a module, Sarah. What was it?
It was a module.
Was it? Because I thought you said it wasn't. The first one, the demo one.
Yeah, I don't know. Just call it a module.
Yeah, okay, so there was a module we used in the demo, and that worked perfectly. Like, it looked so smooth that I was impressed. So I guess it works with 24 frames per second, just not with this particular module. Didn't even know there are like 4 modules on just parallax with ATS. I think if you're doing pure hand-drawn animation, actually consistent frame rate is perfect. Yeah, I can't think of any other way. If you're not like consistent with if you're doing hand-drawn animation, you have to be perfect with your frame rate. You have to like set up the rules right then, like right at the beginning. I would love to do a true 24 frame per second game, like with HD graphics, but that's gonna take like a billion years and a big team. Kind of like Curse of Monkey Island, but like more like Cuphead quality.
Did you export any animations for me, by the way?
No. That's why I wasn't sure what to tell you about the not during the fire right now.
Can you? Do you have any that you can export?
Well, I'm halfway through for the last hour making this list, which is like the animation that I have to export.
Okay.
So I don't know, if you give me 10 minutes, I'll have something for you. If you can keep yourself busy for the next 10 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, take this out. Excuse me. Yeah, seeing that would have been incredible. When I was starting, I was far more interested in recreating the almost dreamy quality that pixel art used to have an old CRT televisions, and I guess I'm still doing that. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. Yeah, they look, pixel art looks like totally not like pixel art on a CRT monitor, right? I mean, I like this look, but I don't care that much to recreate it because I also enjoy clean pixel art for like modern monitors too. Like it looks really pretty.
That's a nice thing about pixel art. There's so many different like varieties of it.
And I think, Charlotte, I also had the same thing you did, but for making videos with like applying VHS filters. So I think I got this out of my system there, and that's why I'm okay with pixel art being clean. Oops. I don't have any music all this time. What am I doing with my life? One issue with emulators is they usually make things pixel perfect, and things were done with old games. So many things that things are not meant to be seen in sharp square pixels. Yeah, I guess they must have. Yeah, they must have had a completely different way of like thinking. I guess because they were like, yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm doing clean pixels. It's gonna look shitty and bleed out anyway when I when the game is out. So you could just start like dithering, I guess, easier. Where it's like if one pixel bleeds into the other, then you know that the final result is gonna look different. Which is, I guess, an art form of itself. If you're drawing something with the expectation that it's gonna look good, or like it's gonna look different when it's actually in the game. The planets in Final Fantasy IV are oval and emulators. Yeah, I see. That's what I was talking about. What you're saying. Like it must have looked. You must be doing like different art when you're actually making perfect pixels, and then expect it to be bleeding out all over the CRT screen and looking different. Charles says, I just thought it'd be a nice thing to use shaders and lighting to give my stuff a distinct look to compensate for the art, and now I feel a bit stuck in it, although still don't feel like I've completely nailed the look I'm going for yet. Well, that's cool. I mean, don't even know if we worked that hard on like our Theropods look. I think it just came.
I mean, I think we just went with the style that I was drawing in at the time. Right?
Yeah, but I also knew that you really enjoyed more than anything to draw like natural stuff, like trees and plants and stuff. So I was like,
Which is
it's not like you had to. It's not like you had to draw a cyberpunk city that you hated. Like
it's just funny that that's now the stuff that I'm not doing. Matt's doing that.
Yeah, but you also super enjoy doing hairstyles, like the Amazon's hair animation every time.
Super weird because the one thing I hate drawing, like actually drawing, is people. But in pixel art, it somehow makes, or at least the resolution that we do it at, it makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, because I think maybe you mean faces, because that's what.
No.
I'm thinking when you say people.
Everything when people, body, like the anatomy, just everything. I find it so hard.
Yeah, but this time I'm also like, because we're doing this workflow, you don't actually have to draw their anatomy and all that. Like, you take it
But-
from me, right?
Yeah, but so before we did wait, what? Why does it say right now? I'm so confused. It keeps saying that Felix hosted you. I'm confused. Anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, so before we did Theropods, I started doing pixel art. I was really enjoying drawing people, but I would take what do you call it? Postures and things like that. The way people are standing from like Pinterest or like just other things, and use that for
Posing.
reference. And then I do my own sort of characters design on top of it. It's just with pixel art, you can get away with not knowing how to draw people, I find. To some degree. Animating's a lot different. And luckily I don't need to, because you do that for me.
That looks great. Text the Final Fantasy 1 has a very different look on the CRT with the way they color the pixel. It would be amazing to actually
Hook up Theropods to like a CRT screen once and see what it looks like. I'm pretty sure Nathan has done this, right? With the guard duty. I think Nathan even had like an aspect ratio that was like perfect to play on CRT monitors. Ha! Yeah, it looks really cool, that Final Fantasy logo. Do you have it before and after? Because version? Navikling? Let's start doing the exporting for the Saras. What aspect ratio is Theropods going to be while we're being super nerdy? It's going to be. So wait, Sarah, isn't it like HD, right? When you're actually playing it,
16 by 9, if that's.
It's 16 by 9, but it's also doesn't matter how much you enlarge it. Isn't like the top resolution 1920 by 1080?
How would I know? How would I know that? I don't know.
That's how I animate everything. But the original the original resolution we're drawing everything is 240 by 135,
Yeah.
which is 16 by 9 by itself.
I mean, surely you can then just up that to any 16 by 9 size if you do it. Yeah.
I think so, yeah. Possibly. I think, Charlotte, the only rule we have is like no diagonal pixels. But since we're using a grid, that can't happen. Or rotating pixel, basically.
Yeah, the actual game is at 240 by 135, so that we don't make any mistakes like that. Because I personally, as far as my art is concerned, if that ever happened where one pixel's like a different size to another pixel, or it's not square, I hate it for my art.
Yes, I can.
There are some games that do that where it works, okay, but mostly I'm not a fan of it. It's just
Sarah
not.
has like an eagle's eye for like pixels who are not all the same.
I was working on a
Sometimes when I
different
export
game.
a GIF, like, what is this?
I was working on a different game and it wasn't. It must have been a massive size or something, because it wasn't pixel perfect, and I'd always spot out. I'd be like, that pixel is not square. That's not a real pixel. It's like made up of loads of pixels. You could tell because it was rectangle. It wasn't square, but only I could see it.
I can tell I haven't drawn a single line because my Wacom is like meant to play on a different screen.
Pixel equality. I like that.
Yes, pixel equality for everyone. All pixels are equal, and they never should rotate.
They're not allowed to not be equal. my animation is done. I haven't drawn the grass, but yeah.
Can I rotate a pixel by 90 degrees though?
I'll allow it.
Sure, if no one finds out you did, you can. If I don't see you physically rotating it and you just present it to me rotated, then yes. All the pixels in my stuff are the same size, but there is no real grid, so character can have sub-pixel positioning. My heart, located at the real pixel, not the art pixel. Yeah, sub-pixels.
That's what I mean. It doesn't bother me so much in other people's games. Some games it does,
Right.
where it will look messy.
I'm not like that. I'm like, if I see a rotating pixel or like a sub-pixel in a game, I'm like, no, you lost me. I'm sorry. My suspension of disbelief is gone.
So for example,
this
like
game.
in Stardew Valley, on the fishing rods, the pixels on the fish, like the line on the fishing rod, are as tiny compared to the normal size ones, and there will be other situations in that game where it's like that. But overall, it still has a really good visual to it. It feels like a whole. It doesn't look messy. It's just in some games it looks messy to me, and that's when it bothers me. It still bothers me to some degree, personally, on a personal level. But some games do pull it off fine.
On a personal level as a human. Sadly not, no. I didn't snap the characters to the art pixel grid.
But like,
I mean,
I didn't even really properly notice that in
that's true.
in your game, the Game Jam one. That's what I mean. Like, it doesn't super bother me in all games, only on like a personal level. But it still works. Just some games it doesn't work. It looks messy.
Doesn't offend me on a personal level.
And also the whole I don't want to offend anyone because I'm sure I've probably played games that I've really enjoyed, but it's just like a personal feeling of what I visually like. I don't really like it when people use non-pixel art. When they don't use they use non-pixel art fonts. Non-pixel fonts. I don't know what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you're
In a
trying to
game.
say. I got triggered now.
Yeah.
You mean when they're using pixel art and then they just like chunk
Normal
any
fonts.
font in any resolution on it? Yeah.
Yeah. I personally think that doesn't go well together.
I have to say all these are like stylistic and creative choices.
Exactly.
Which is like we have set like some choices for me and Sarah in the game. Like like some restrictions in like our direction, which like no dialogue, no sub pixels. Like we just have some rules that we follow, just because we pick them.
Pixel UI is a pain to scale though, yeah. I do.
Yeah, and you know what? Because like every time now we have to like do different art for like an item, different art for like the item in the inventory because it has to be like bigger size.
Yeah.
It's also a problem because most people can't tell what like the item is sometimes and we don't have any text, as I said, so that's even more of a pain in the ass.
Thanks. I think your choice is 100% right for your games too. That's the
Yeah,
thing. It's
definitely.
totally dependent on the game and like it's our personal opinions and all that.
Yeah, like for our game, if you do any of the things we're talking about, it's gonna ruin the style of it. I'm trying to remember like a conversation I had with someone where they were like, "Why don't you do this?" And I was like, "Oh no, he's trying to break one of our rules for the game."
Thanks for the follow. I don't know.
How do you resolve the problem of running the game at different resolutions? Also, thanks for the follow. Does everything get smaller at high resolution? Do you scale only by integer?
Integer.
I think if we keep the 16:9 aspect ratio. I might be totally wrong, but I think if you scale it on any size, it's going to look good. No, Sarah?
I would think so, but I honestly don't know enough about it, this being our first game. I don't know how AGS does it. I just do it how AGS does it, right? I don't know how much control you have over it. So
I know if you like download our demo, when it's gonna play full screen, it's probably gonna play in 1920 by 1080. I think that's our fixed resolution. I'm not sure.
Right. Yeah.
Actually, I might be. I
you-
might be wrong though, because if I run the same thing on like a TV monitor, it's probably gonna still be full screen. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know enough about it.
Somehow it's full screen and it works. So I'm gonna say right now that it works full screen on any monitor, even though it's like a tiny resolution. Because usually the problem is that if you have a tiny resolution and you scale it up, it's blurry. But it's not. So for our game, at least for some reason. Also, one of the problems we had in the past, but now I think it's fine, is that we were worried that if you have like such a tiny, chunky pixel art scaled up, that if you're like playing it on your PC monitor, you're gonna have to like back up to see what's going on because it's like so chunky. But other than like one person saying that to us, I don't think anyone has complained too much, right, Sarah?
Nope, don't think so.
Yeah, tell me about it. If I just take any sprite now and drop it into this,
Yeah,
Flash.
I like that, Charlotte, of not having like close up, super detailed versions of the characters, like for like dialogue or stuff like that. I like it that what you see is what it is. But I guess in our game, it's kind of necessary to zoom in our inventory for the items because there's so many. We don't have the words, to
Like-
say what the item is.
I understand the need that there is for like dialogue to like being able to see the characters' faces. Like I guess what was it, Gabriel Knight or like Francisco Gonzalez's games where he took this from, or like an Avowed where
Yeah,
you
I like
have
it,
like a low
but-
pixel resolution for the full body characters, and then when they have a dialogue, you actually see like an HD rendering of their like a pixel art rendering of their face, and then they can like look shocked or angry or whatever because. I understand like telling emotional stories, like one of the most important things is being able to see the face of the character.
Yeah, I get it,
So
I like it.
Other than the voice actor conveying this. I
Yeah.
like this, but in our game, since we don't have any dialogue, then we don't really need that.
But I also just really like what Charlotte's saying, where it's as if the camera's like pointing in on that pixel art world, like that is what you see.
You
There
also
is
have to
no
like
higher
make up in your
resolution.
mind. You have to like fill in the gaps in your mind of like what the character is feeling if you don't have like their pixel faces emoting. Yeah, like Charlotte, one of the reasons our game has been taking 5 years is because we had programmers who couldn't figure out how to scale up pixel art. They were like, "It can be done. It's magic," and we were like, "Are you sure?" And they were like, "Yeah," and then they left. Yeah, like I don't know if we told you or like I've said this a billion times, but maybe not on stream. We've changed like 3 different game engines since we started Theropods, right, Sarah?
It was 3? Oh, right. Are you talking about Flash?
It's 3 now. We had Flash, we had Unity, and now we have ATS.
Well, Flash was the first version. It wasn't the same version we're making now. Like it was the Game Jam version. But yeah.
Yeah. Can you imagine, Sarah, that there was a time where we started making this game such a long time ago that it was acceptable to post a Flash export on a website? Like, imagine doing that now. It's like, we'll export on Flash. I'm like, what the fuck? Are you crazy?
As in, that's your finished game.
Yeah, like you export in Flash and expect people to like play it. Like, no one's gonna open up a Flash thing now. Especially like since the beginning of the new year, like Flash died like totally, I think. Like a week ago.
Yeah.
So the game started so long ago that Flash was a thing. Even if it was a dying thing, it was still there. That's actually one of the reasons that we didn't continue development that fast, because our programmer at the time only knew how to code in Flash, and then I think he took a break from coding or whatever. So we were like, cool, we have to find someone else, I guess. Yeah,
Unfortunately, you're right, Neviklink.
10 years.
That's how I
really.
started making my first games, though. Like, I made my first game during the golden age of Flash, where they were actually sponsoring Flash games. Which is like, it sounds insane to me right now.
Yeah, that already was like over 10 years ago, right? That's scary.
Yeah, it was literally 11 years ago now. No, actually, 12 years ago, maybe?
I
Yeah,
have no idea.
when I released my first game, at least.
Have you got an animation for me?
I was in the process of exporting.
Cost us 20 minutes ago. Just give me 10 minutes and I'll have one for you.
Fine, I'll give you the most complicated fucking animation now. Wait.
Yeah. I don't mind.
Oh shit.
Flash games are
Oh, no,
retro
I-
games now.
Yeah, I'm kind of sad that Newgrounds used to be the best thing ever, and now it's not even a thing. I mean, it is a thing, but no one cares. Oh, okay. I see.
My elephant mug. I got a new mug for Christmas. A friend gave it to me, but it's ridiculous to drink out of. But it's adorable.
Like every mug you have.
Well, this one's not that ridiculous, even though I did spill some at the start.
Do you have it
spill
there?
some. Yeah, this one. I use it
I
to
know what
store
it is.
things now. It's so ridiculous. Like the handle is here, and then you got these like massive ears. Yeah, but it's adorable. But when I saw it online, I linked it to my friend, just being like, "Oh, this is so cute," but I wasn't expecting to then get it for me. But it's massive. Like I thought it would be like a little dinky mug, but it's like a really big one. Guess you could hold it from the ears and drink like a beaker out of it. But yeah, it's cute.
Sick.
Jeez, all the Star Wars mugs. What the heck?
Yours?
Yeah, from my same friend. This one. I don't know if you've seen this one, Costas. Another like massive mug.
It's easy to buy gifts to, I guess. Which one? Wait, I'm waiting for that. Good for drinking soup, says Jim. Oh no, I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, it's massive as well. Like against my face, it's like the size of my face.
Or like TT8. Okay, I'm ready to export one thing.
Finished season 1 of The Mandalorian, by the way.
Yeah. What do you think? Is it nice how it comes full circle, kind of?
Yeah.
Like the story actually kind of ends, which is nice. Because it seemed like a series of random events happening, and then in the end they kind of like put everything together.
Yeah, no, I liked it. I enjoyed it. It was quite slow going to start with.
Yes, that's what I mean. That's why I tell people when they say, "Oh, it's okay." And the last episode for me was brilliant. Like I really liked it. By the way, the droid was Taika Waititi in the end, and he directed the whole episode too.
In the end, I thought it was him as well earlier on, like throughout the whole
Yeah,
series.
it was the same character, but now he had a way bigger part. I love that show so much. Hope you can avoid spoilers for the second season.
I somehow avoided spoilers for both. I mean, I found out about
The thing is,
the
yeah.
child, but that's it.
Yeah, the second season has some pretty big spoilers. Thankfully, I was watching it live, but if you haven't heard anything, you're pretty good probably right now.
You're watching it like like as it came out.
Yeah, like
Yeah. Yeah, I need to watch the second one. I might give it a
it's
little
annoying
break.
because sometimes I go online to watch like a review of the episode on YouTube, but that means the algorithm kind of saves up that I watched the reviews, so
Yeah.
it might have like a fucking So next time what I did was like I just like blocked every recommendation about
Yeah,
that.
okay. I was gonna say just watch them in incognito. Is that gonna do it for you?
Yeah.
Or like a guest account thing? Yeah.
Don't worry, it didn't spoil anything for me. I watched it in time, so that was nice. Yeah, the thing is, Sarah is like a gigantic Star Wars nerd of the old films. So I was trying to convince her to watch this. I think me and a few other people. Because
Yeah.
I can understand if you've lost faith in Star Wars after all these shitty movies in between. But I really like Mandalorian too. It made me like Star Wars again. But I think as yeah, I don't want to spoil things about second season. I'm gonna say is that I appreciated in the first season how they didn't do that much of a fan service, if that makes sense. They tried to do their own original stuff. They still had like
They
some stuff, but
super did. I love the little scene about the stormtroopers not being able to shoot.
yes, that was really cool. Even that one of the stormtroopers was like a comedian from Saturday Night Live.
I guess they were probably not just, you know, random people.
Yeah, but that was fun how they make fun of their own.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
I
was
like those
well, it
scenes.
was a good scene apart from them punching the bag constantly. That was horrible.
What the what scene? Punching the bag. Oh, the baby.
I was trying
But
not to
you-
say anything. I was trying to be.
I know, but you were being so vague about an episode that was a year ago that I was trying to remember.
Yeah, there definitely was fan service for sure, like G11. But it was, yeah, exactly. I think that was nice that they didn't overdo it. There still were some stupid or like even the I'm pretty sure this is where I'm not gonna be able to find my words. So the cantina scene, not in the series from the original ones.
Yes.
There is a race, I guess, of someone in there just in like one shot, and I think it was like a Halloween mask or something like that. I don't even know if they made it properly. There's some guy with like devil horns or something like that, and then they put someone of his race in the Mandalorian the first season. At least it felt like it was the same race, and that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
think.
you like that?
I don't know.
It was
Um,
also like a semi-famous actor, I think, which is nice. Like I recognized him without the makeup on other stuff.
Which guy?
The guy who looks like a demon. You're
Oh
saying,
no,
right?
I don't mean him. I mean someone else that wasn't in there for long.
Oh.
I
Oh,
think.
you mean it was in the first film and then they used the same race? Yeah,
I
but
think. I'm not sure.
I played a lot of like Knights of the Old Republic games, so I am familiar with like all these races from that game. Like I remember the Mandalorians. I remember the Twi'leks.
Twi'lek,
Well, even-
Twi'lek maybe, but yeah.
Twi'lek, I don't know. And so I remember a lot of like races and stuff, or like yeah.
I really want to see. I can't remember the name of them. What the heck? The slug people. Ithorians. I'd love to see some Ithorians.
the slug
I don't know if
people.
you remember them from Knights of the Old Republic. They've got like slug sort of faced heads.
Wait, how do you call them again? Ithorian.
Ithorian, I think.
Okay. Oh, them. Yeah, there are tons of them in the Knights of the Old Republic, huh?
Yeah. The huts? No. The huts. Actually,
No, the
is Jabba? No, the
Ithorian-
hut I think is a title. What is Jabba the Hutt? He's a.
I don't know. Oh, I didn't know it was a title. Ithorians are basically these things. I don't know if anyone's seen them.
Oh no. Actually, according to Wiki, it says that Jabba the Hutt is a hut, but also a Bamar monk. That's the species. I don't know.
Don't you mean Wikipedia is what they call it? Because I was looking at it the other day.
Is this Wikipedia? I don't. Probably.
Wikipedia, right? Not Wikipedia.
I have no idea.
it's a
I
pun.
can't tell where it is from, but probably.
It's a pun, get it?
No, I know, but that is actually what it's called, isn't it?
Well, I mean, it's called Wikipedia, and then they call it Wikipedia, so that's the joke. Why am I talking 5 minutes about this joke? Should have been instantly recognized.
But they literally do call it Wikipedia. I mean, I get that, but like, you weren't just making.
Yeah,
a
I
joke.
didn't make up the
Yeah.
joke. I'm just saying that it was a good joke. Oh,
jeez.
bye, Charlotte. Thank you for chilling. We'll be back on Monday, by the way. Monday's Thursday.
And thanks for subbing.
Yay.
Super appreciate. Have a great day.
File, export. Movie.
Movie? Oh wait, you've done this before. I shouldn't question.
Yeah, okay. Save.
Am I showing my AGS to everybody from the looks of it? I was thinking of doing it, but it's doing it for me automatically. That's okay. Unable to
Yeah, I
read
mean,
the room
sure.
design preferences. This should not affect the actual game data, but what? Error. Why does this happen so often these days? No, don't save. I thought I may as well open AGS. Documents. no, not that.
And today I'm gonna go to the supermarket for the first time, like in ages. Really hope there's no people in it.
I thought you said you couldn't go in, that you had to do an order and pick it up outside.
Well, I checked that, but you have to have like a pretty high. You have to make a pretty high order, and I don't need that many things. First of all, for them to deliver things to you, so it can't be happening. And also, it has to. They're gonna take a couple of days to bring it, so that's all a no-no.
Okay.
I don't think I can do anything else. And it's like literally next to my house, so I can just like pop quickly.
You can turn down the system beep sound and volume. You can turn down just that sound. System sounds? Thanks. Because it is always super loud. I don't mind it, but like for stream, it's kind of... It's still quite loud. Okay, let's put it down to there. Thanks. And I realize I probably shouldn't be showing this. Because I opened up my AGS and there's like something on there that I shouldn't.
Up to you. I know what you mean, but
yeah. But basically, what I've done is I
you can sell the space.
am programming chapter 2 this month, and I had already done it. I hadn't. I had done like a. This is so messy. Yeah, the prototype, and this is what it is, and it's so confusing. I've just like been staring at it for ages and not knowing where to start, and it's a mess because like I'm replacing animations that were like really rough and like only a couple of frames with like a whole full animation now, and it's just getting really confusing and things aren't in the right places, need to move them around. So what I've done is I've deleted that. Well, I haven't deleted that room, it's still here. I've recreated the room, so I'm kind of like doing it from scratch. Not fully from scratch because I'm copying code.
Read the room, Sarah.
Read the room?
It's an expression. Say.
Oh, okay.
Can explain expression.
I don't do expressions.
I don't know.
I'm not capable of understanding.
I don't know human idioms.
But yeah, I don't want to do this right now because I don't.
Well, I have something for you.
You do?
Yes.
Thanks.
So you can open it, download it, and say, "Oh no, this is wrong," and I'll say, "Oh yes, you're right," and I'll re-export it.
Check it first.
Should checkity check yourself before you riggedy wreck yourself. Might make some more coffee.
Are you uploading it now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, at least I thought I was. What's going on here?
You open AGS again. I just remembered we've got a new background. Which I don't know if I've put the newest one in. Which is the interior of the space pod. I can show that, right?
Sure.
Not that there's much to show. Other than some random items that need to disappear, please.
Yay. It's chunky pixels.
Yeah. There we go. Which is inside the space pod.
Don't remember, Nathan. Have you done any logic puzzles in your games? Does this make sense, or do I need to expand on what I mean?
Like a lot of the ones in Machinarium, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're called logic puzzles. That makes sense, though. I think it's logical.
Yeah, like you have to solve them by. It's like yeah,
not-
they're literally puzzles. But how else are you gonna differentiate them from like the?
But you don't move your character around in them. You literally just have a screen, and that's the puzzle. I guess it's that kind of thing. Which I like those, but yeah, we're keeping them to a minimum. We only have one at the moment, but I think we should have another one just for consistency. It'd be weird to just have one. Maybe? I don't know. logic puzzles as opposed to use rubber chicken on wire over canyon puzzles.
Yeah, more like I don't know what's like. So for this background that Sarah is showing you, environmental puzzles. Oh, is that what they're called?
I don't know.
Okay, let me explain what our puzzle is, and then you can tell me if that's what you mean. Or should I let you Sarah explain because you're the one who actually coded it?
You can explain it. I mean, it's basically all these screens are off, and you need to get them all on. So like you'll click one and 2 screens go off, and click another one and then 2 different screens go off, or on, depending. So it's just like clicking them to work out how to switch all the screens on, something along those lines.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what the term is for it.
It's basically what the Machinarium has been doing every time it goes into like full screen mode and you have to like solve a puzzle. That's what I call logic puzzles.
Yeah, Machinarium has quite a lot of them.
It was either like a game of what was that game called? It's not chess. It's on a chessboard, but it's only like you can. I know the name in Greek, but
Backgammon?
no,
Tic-tac-toe?
I think it was a combination of tic-tac-toe, but with 5 pieces instead of like 3. Yeah,
Connect 4?
Yeah, but you can't. Yeah, not exactly because you can also put it at the bottom. So Connect 4 is like using gravity, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, no, I don't know then.
Anyway, yeah, or they had a ton of mini games basically that you needed to like. You could solve them without any prior knowledge or any items. It was just like you can start the puzzle and finish it on the when you're playing it. It's like I don't know. Sudoku puzzle is a logic puzzle, I guess, but. But yeah, anyway, the point was that we wanted to have some of these puzzles in the game, but also we didn't want to like zoom in or have. That's what I was thinking before, Sarah, about our rules for the game. We didn't want to have any zoom ins or like change the camera angles.
Yeah, we were, what's the word? Playing around with the idea of it, yeah.
But yeah,
at the start, we
again.
decided against it, yeah. Why is it suddenly cold?
Sarah?
Yes.
There should be, oh, maybe it is there, but I can't see it. There is a number when he's...
Yeah, it's there.
Okay.
Just for swinging it around, right?
Also, I'm pretty sure that you can take some frames from this other skin
yeah,
right before you pick it up.
That's what I'm looking for. And that's what I'm not finding.
Yay! I gave you work, I can sell now. No, I mean, I can export everything else, but
Chill
you don't have
out.
to rush. Literally haven't been doing anything for you, but it's fine. It's nice chatting and organizing. I need more coffee, beer.
Okie dokie.
Oh, these headphones hurt my ears.
Where are all my snake animations? Yeah, that's how we do it. Costas does the hand-drawn animations in line art, and then I trace over them, but I do sort of like choose where the pixels go because there's not much information on this frame. And yeah, then I make it into pixel art and colored. But I'm trying to find an animation that I did previously of the snake. I still haven't got up to date with fixing my files. Where the heck is it? It's really weird. Type snake. Oh, thanks. Thank you very much. We did have some people, like, I think it's when we posted the game on Reddit, and some people were complaining about the fact that why we were doing it in, like, pixel art, because pixel art's so bad. But, yeah, I really like pixel art. Sometimes, well, quite often prefer it to, like, realistic 3D art.
Oh, thanks, Sim. Also back.
Welcome back.
Sarah?
Yep.
I had some ideas about the Kickstarter update.
Okay.
By the way, everyone, yeah, we're going to release like a video Kickstarter update that I'm currently drafting. And also, yeah, if anyone has anything that they want to see in an update about us explaining things behind the scenes, I mean, you can obviously ask us now and we can show you, but if I make a video, I'm actually like showing visuals and all that at the same time, so it might be a bit more informing. You can let us know if you want to see anything that we haven't covered here, because I'm gathering ideas now. I'm reading what Zim is saying. Yeah, I know. I mean, I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, so it's fine.
Yeah, I was saying how, like, when we posted some stuff on Reddit, we had people complaining there, like, why are you doing it in pixel art? Pixel
that's
art's, like,
because-
so bad.
I think I know, because you get a lot of like, I don't know, like gamers who are like kids or whatever, they only play Fortnite and then they're like, they're annoyed with like all this hipster indie pixel games coming out all the time, because yeah, there's way too many of them or whatever, but I don't know. We don't do it for that. We do it because we like it. So yeah, Sarah, I was thinking about, because we have nice head of the spaceman, because we haven't explained how much. We haven't explained the process sometimes of like what the game. Like, I don't want to say we're, I don't know, 60% halfway there or whatever, because we're not, and also I don't know how to tell those percentages. Well, what we could do is like say, so this game has like 6 chapters, and one chapter is like, you know, the village or whatever, blah blah blah, and just like have like a little animated like graph of like me like kind of visually showing what the game is, what chunks of the game are there, like really roughly, and then go through like basically how, like, when we make the game, what kind of like different hats we have to wear, and this comes like full circle into explaining how we're streaming. So that means like we have to do art and animation, we have to do design, we have to do the coding, and then we have to do other stuff like email sending, marketing, making shitty I don't know, making, well, shitty for me, but organizing and making all this like different folders and graphs, and then like stuff that come down later down the line, like music and sound effects and voice acting. So then just explain that this is the stuff we're doing now. This is like the most essential thing you do. These are the stuff you do towards the end where it's polishing stuff. And then like really quickly go through all that basically.
Yeah.
That sounds like something interesting, right?
Yeah. Give people a
'Cause every
better
time we
idea of what is involved. Yeah.
Yeah, and every time we keep talking about chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, then I'm gonna explain that you know, these are the chapters. That is how kind of like roughly long they take. So if you had like one big line of the game, story-wise, this is like what would be. And then and then explain how creating assets is, you know, one part of it, and then the other part of it is like actually designing so you know what you're doing, and then coding so you can actually play it. I think if we talk about streaming a little bit and then we combine the talk with this, then I think we have a pretty good update.
Yeah, no, that sounds good to me.
Yeah, I was thinking about that yesterday, and I think I can do like me talking to the camera, and then I can probably add like little animations, like I can make it flash, and then they can just like pop around when I'm talking, and I think that's pretty okay.
This
And
is
also we have
prissy.
so much content from the Twitch now, from streams, that I can like. It might be a little painful, but I have to go through some animation, some screen recordings, and like just capture like audio from that.
Yeah.
Or like go to YouTube and like get some other videos from it.
Yeah.
But it's nice because I can also talk, and then at the same time we can be showing work that we're doing, so it's like perfect.
By the way, have I drawn the spaceman's head like this before?
I don't know, but I was thinking that I've made 2 different tilting heads for him. Like, sorry, 2 frames of like going from idle to up. So I remember I had to redraw them, but it's really fast for me, so I didn't have to bother with like looking again. But yeah, if you made 2 tilting heads looking up, they're gonna definitely be reused in the future.
Yeah, I get that. It's just
I don't think he ever has
draw
to.
this.
I don't think he ever has to look up. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, but it looks like really weird if he wasn't looking up.
Yeah, no, I get that. And plus, he needs to look up at the Amazon, or is that a different kind of looking up? Is that higher
No,
up?
it's the Amazon. Well, yeah, there's one which is like the Amazon and one which is like the cactus, I guess. So I don't know.
This is so bad. What is this? Oh, jeez.
Doesn't look too bad to me. Oh,
It
wait,
is when you add the
like
frames
it,
to
no,
the
it does,
bottom. Like, I feel like it should be longer. Or maybe the eyes needs to be higher because he's tilting up, right?
If the eyes need to be higher, then you should make them red, Sarah.
No, that does not work.
Yay, she got it.
What?
She got the joke.
I didn't hear what you said. I blocked
No.
it out.
No, I said if the eyes are higher, they should be red, not blue.
But it doesn't even work higher up.
No, it's higher. It's a joke. It's you get high and then your eyes become red. Don't say just laugh.
I'm not
No.
laughing at that.
No, laugh at my joke.
Yeah, the head just looks not the right shape here, right? I don't know.
Well, I mean, it might as well be my head. What is not the right shape? Well,
It's
it looks like
horrible. I hate drawing things at like a weird angle.
I would give you some heads up, but I don't know what to suggest.
Can you actually suggest anything?
No, we can just joke. Yeah, I don't know. It looks like it's smaller, and it looks like there's a sharp corner
is
for
smaller,
instead
isn't
of a
it?
jaw.
Yeah, but then like...
What's okay?
Freaking weird.
No, wait. Wait.
Okay, so
what they
we'll
name?
work on that, and we'll just
Oh no,
draw it
Sarah,
without
sorry,
the head.
I named this completely wrong.
Oh,
I
what is it
saved
meant to
her-
be called?
It's meant to be called throw skin, and I wrote throw spear skin.
Don't worry. It only matters what I call it. I mean, it's fine.
Okay. Maybe if his head was angled more towards 45 degrees, is what Sim is saying. If only we had rotating pixels, that would.
To 45 degrees? What is that even? So that would be 90. What, is in like
I see.
looking up more?
I like Zim's new angle on this problem.
Sorry, I'm not actually using this actually rotated. It just kind of helps me get an idea. I don't know. I think I need to just ignore the head for now. I'll come back to that. Oops.
See, you appreciate a good pun. Oh wow, you're new here, aren't you? I can.
All he does is Pun after pun after pun.
Yes, I half the stream is usually my puns. But yeah, I should warn you, there are a lot. Poor Nathan has missed so many puns over these last 2 streams. Also, I know Matt loves them too. He threatened to quit the game 5 times after listening to puns.
Where is my idol? There we go.
Man, I'm watching this Korean series, and they fucking eat food every like 5 minutes. They go to restaurants, they like cook. I'm like, holy shit, what is this? Like, I don't know half of it, and I'm like, super. Oh, thanks, Nathan.
It has to do your own.
I know that. I know the holidays with the virus are hard, but we all have to do what we can. Make up puns. Oh, I see. That was a pun about with fun, if I'm correct. Yes, I got it.
I love having to explain.
Yep, very funnest thing is what I was thinking about. Yeah, good one. I mean, no need to pick any favorites, but the Deluxe Tux was not here today. It has made me audibly laugh a few times with his puns. If I'm jealous of someone's puns, then it's a good indication that. I give the puns, but fell short. A very interesting frame over there, Sarah.
What? What do you mean? What do you mean?
I don't know. I'm just looking at this. It looks weird. It's halfway. I know it's halfway through drawing.
Well, I can't even see, can't see what I'm drawing. What is this? I want to see the arm in this one. It's weird. Oh no, I can.
Yeah,
It's like one of those. It's. Oh, I could actually. Yeah, no, you're right. Let's make the background white.
Yeah, I know. I also understand that you need to consult the higher GIF more because it's really vague.
It's like those magic art things where it's just made up of loads of weird colors and like weird pixels, and you have to stare at it in like a specific way to be able to see what the picture is. That's what it feels like.
Nice to see you got what I was going for.
But yeah, I don't know that helped. But yeah, no, I can see it. I can see it now. Just a migraine. I could sometimes see it, but yeah, most of the time I couldn't.
Sarah,
Hi.
without detailing, did you send an email today that you said you would? Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Thanks.
yeah, it's sent.
Thank you.
Finally. Actually, I'm surprised I didn't get a reply. Pretty sure I sent it.
I have a random question that I've been obsessed with lately.
Yes, I did send it. What question?
I'm trying to think how to phrase it. It's not even a question. I just wanted to rant. No, I'm thinking of buying an electric scooter, but just have to. I don't want to buy like a super cheap one because I know they break easily. I want to buy one sturdy one that I get to use. I don't know what the question was. It's just like kind of expensive, so I'm like thinking like it should be really worth it if I'm actually buying it and not just like
Yeah, just
But I've
do
been thinking
your
about
research.
buying it for like a lot of like I've been thinking about it since summer, and when it was summer, I was like, I'm not gonna do an impulse buy. I'm gonna sit and think about it.
Yeah, but
And
also
the more I think about it, the more I like it.
just do a load of research and
No,
get
I got the one
reviews
I
and
want.
such things. You got it
I got the
already?
one. No, I got it
Oh,
like I know which
you
one
know
I
which
want to
one,
get.
right? Okay.
But it's like 700 euros,
Mhm.
which is like, it's a lot for a scooter, I guess. Yeah, I know they're crazy. I also like I don't wanna ride like in Greece. They became really popular, and people are driving in the middle of the street with cars. Which I'm like really I value my life too much to want to die on it. Also, sorry Nathan, I didn't ignore you, but I just read I'm almost done with implementing the ending of Chasing Static. That's a big milestone, man.
Ooh.
Congratulations. Must be amazing. Yeah, because I don't actually drive. I don't have a driving license. I don't have a car, and I live in the city, like city center. So I sometimes go to visit my family, but I have to get a train that's like 45 to 50 minutes away, and I stopped getting in the. Well, when I say train, I'm in the underground, the metro, whatever. Which I stopped using for half a year now after the coronavirus thing. Yeah, Jim, you should totally follow Nathan if you don't know. Like Sick Chicken is Nathan. He's an amazing game artist, game developer. Solo too. Man, how can you be a solo game developer? That's insane. Imagine that, Sarah.
Say that again? What?
How can you be a solo game developer? That sounds insane to me.
Yeah. Whoa. Did you hear that?
Yes.
Yeah,
I heard the
it's an
wind.
army plane.
Oh wow.
Oh, well, I guess army? I don't know. It's like a crazy plane. There's a base somewhere. Oh, I guess they do a lot of tests.
Well,
What do you call it? Not a test. Like a. You know where they do like a test run or something, or like cannot think of the
Yeah.
word. Do you know what I mean? Like training and stuff. They do it on Dartmoor a lot, and we're right near Dartmoor. Or
You
like
said
not
there's a
far from
base
Dartmoor.
somewhere, but it didn't sound too bassy for a sound.
How loud was it? No,
I
ha
don't
ha
know, it was like
ha. Let me
someone-
laugh
It
first.
was
How
like a
loud was
car
it?
going.
Okay.
It was like a car going by.
He was like right over our roofs. It was like, yeah, pretty loud.
Yeah, I mean, from your reaction, I could tell that it was
Okay.
loud. You were like, "Oh my god!" and I heard it. That's why. But when you're surprised, you do tend to maximize the
Over-exaggerate.
shock value. Yeah. Which is especially true for horror games. When I see you play,
That's my literal reaction.
or like overreaction.
Okay, so on this frame, are his arms on top of the snake? Yes, right?
Yeah,
Both of them?
definitely.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm actually a bit proud of myself for making the get out the snake skin animation only like 3 frames or 4. 'Cause I thought it was gonna take like a billion years, but it was faster. From my experience working with the army, they used any excuse to fly from A to B. Really. Nathan, do you think that your experience in the army is helping you with like designing Chasing Static and all those bases now?
What did you do in the army? I didn't know that. Did I know that?
No, because Nathan was telling me in Adventure X when I think you had to take a train in the evening to go.
Yeah.
To go.
I wasn't
And then
around in the
yeah.
evenings.
But from what I remember, Nathan was working as a filmmaker commissioned by was it the BBC or something?
Ooh.
And that's how you also traveled to Greece, right? I remember you were working as
Oh, really?
Yeah, Nathan is like knows his stuff with video.
I was gonna say with Greece.
With Greece. I mean, yeah. My experience with the army was like being a soldier in the fucking army because every Greek has to do
A
that.
soldier? You mean being like an administrative person in an office?
Yeah, and eating like yeah, and I became double in size because I was eating. I did have a gun and we had to do like fucking exercise, but after a while I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try and get myself into an office so that I don't have to do like bullshit.
Training
You
is the
were
word I
a
was looking for.
civilian in the army, basically, Nathan. Yeah, I did have to do basic training, all that bullshit, and I was situated in an island in like the.
That's
I guess across almost at the border.
training's the word I was looking for why they keep flying over Dartmoor.
Oh.
Oh, and also there's like certain parts of Dartmoor that you're not meant to go on during certain days and certain times because they do firing training and stuff like that with guns.
Let's rename this here at least.
Don't know where to look anymore. Thanks for the follow. Thank you very much.
Yay!
Luna.
Who is it? Try to say the names.
Lunar OXO.
Lunar 0x0. I guess. It helps tons if the first part of the name is actually readable, so then you can ignore the rest. Like that's why I call Zim Plays Games Zim.
What's the DTA?
Been to DTA.
The Department of
Tea and where's the rest?
Tea and apples.
Doctors.
Oh no,
training.
it's the Dental Technologists Association, right?
I am pretty sure that's not it because it has to do with the army.
It's the first thing that comes up. What's the
Drill
DTA?
training assistant.
Domestic tariff zone. What's the DTA?
Delta Tango Alpha.
The DCS? Wait, oh no, Defense Travel Agency?
Like you're changing the acronym so that you.
Oh, it's the training area in Dartmoor. I wouldn't have known that. You've been there before. Cool. A dentist.
It's like, sorry, you need to change your dental plans with this one. That helps me. Copy this. Oh man. So I think I told you, but I was preparing a film pitch for a producer, right? In the form of a visual lookbook. Because I might be making a new movie, but basically I need to write a script for it. But I was kind of like buying time and making a lookbook for it, which means like a lot of pretty pictures and like the story in like a really and like the whole story in like 10 pages instead of 90. But now I actually can't get away from it. I have to write the actual script, so I'm organizing that now.
Right now.
No, yeah, I have like I filled one of my boards with like little
Post-it notes.
Yeah, post-it notes with pins on it because it's a cork board. And I'm like super fucking scared to write a script because it's always like such a painful process. But I have to bite the bullet and do it now. Usually it's 90 pages long, these scripts, like minimum. Hey, it's the Deluxe Tux. How are you doing?
Hey!
Yeah, but it's kind of exciting though. It's nice. So, but the thing is, okay, so I have to write this, but also I have a deadline for the end of the month. So that's even scarier. But deadlines usually work for me. Like that's the only way I can do shit. I can get shit done. And I was thinking that, like, I want to write this. I've been like procrastinating it for a long time. I also know we have a lot of work for the game, but I have to take advantage of the fact that this month I'm kind of like it's easier for me than the next month. So I think the deadline is actually going to be very helpful. Like if I force myself to finish this by the deadline, then it's going to be done, and then I can focus on the game for the next few months where I have to like overdo things. I can like keep dragging it along.
I duplicating?
And it's also, I was gonna say the exciting part is like learning more about, I guess, the craft and like getting more excited about it, which I haven't felt for some time. So that's kind of cool.
Mhm.
I think the last big thing I wrote was Theropods, so that's kind of nice. It wasn't even proper rating. Yay! Yeah, thanks, Tim. I remember seeing you around, I think, on Twitter, but I think that's the first time we sat here. Also, Sarah, it's funny that we streamed twice this year, and it's been pretty busy streams, both of them. So
Yeah.
it's kind of funny how sometimes we streamed and there was like no one around.
Not many people.
No, I know. I mean, I'm not blaming anyone, but it feels like the more days we take in between a stream, that the more it's more of like an event, I guess, that we stream instead of like us always being there. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah. So that's kind of nice. Also, like, yeah, I can't tell you guys how. Like, I know I like streaming, I enjoy it a lot, but there's a certain amount of stress that comes from it. Like, that we have to prepare for like now it's fine because I'm doing it right now and it's cool. But like the anticipation of it and have to set up like the tweets and like the camera and like the work that we have to do for the day. It takes a little toll on us every time we have to like. I also design the actual game because then we sort of like get out of focus of like what we have to do for the game and get into focus of what we have to do for streaming. And now that we broke down the days a little bit, it feels a little bit more stress free. If that makes any sense. I don't know if you feel like that, Sarah, but
Kind of, yeah. It's just that I've got more time to concentrate on programming now.
the last facts I was saying that you made the puns that made me laugh the most. That's why I was saying behind your back because we were talking about puns. Yes. Yeah, not so much that the streams are draining, but yeah, just the fact that I think for me it's the anticipation of the streams and the preparation before, and yeah, trying to plan the rest of the day, having in mind that this chunk of the day is going to be streaming.
Well, yeah, I wanted to spend my mornings working on programming, but when I know that I'm going to be streaming later, I need to get everything ready. I need to get myself ready.
Yeah,
it just took up a lot of the morning as well.
Yeah, I don't want to sound ungrateful about streaming because it's really fun.
But
it's so cool to like to talk to you guys and like be able to share our work. But also we have to like actually finish the game.
Personally, when we have more artwork to do and less programming, I don't know if I'll ever get to that point though.
I don't think so because
but
it seems like there's so much.
That's the only stage that I don't mind streaming more at all. Like if there's stuff to animate, then that's fine. It's easy enough for me to do on stream. I don't have to think too much. But programming was like impossible for me to concentrate on what I was doing.
Yeah, I'm the same with designing because there's some stuff that you have to do that you can't have any distractions. Like writing is one of them for me, and I guess coding is kind of like writing too.
I think that's also just coding just doesn't come naturally to me. Like that kind of thinking.
No, it's exactly the same. Yeah, I understand what you mean. Like animating comes, I don't know. I think it's a combination of like the type of work you do and the experience you have on it. So I'm like way more comfortable with drawing and animating, or like, so I'm gonna even like say editing video because editing video requires like a lot of concentration. Like you can't listen to other music, in my experience. I mean, you can't keep like being distracted. But I'm in such a good like I feel like I have so much experience with it that I can probably like stop for like 5-10 minutes and then go back to it and like be completely focused again.
Yeah, see, I struggle with that with programming. I kind of forget everything, and it takes a while for me to get back into it. I need to do it like every day, pretty much.
Yeah,
to keep
no,
on top of
I
it.
think that's the proper approach what you're doing, because then
Yeah.
you slowly realize after like, I don't know, a month that you're if you compare yourself from a month ago, that you're in a way better place with like I can say I'm not saying that it's not going to be hard and struggle and you're not going to struggle, but at the end of the road you're going to feel like you have way more experience and like self-confidence in this. I feel like, I mean, at least my other stuff.
I just feel like I'm wasting less time because when you're like having to relearn what it was that you've already learned, so it feels like you're wasting time.
Not only that, but it's also the process of like sitting down and getting into the mindset. That's what I was trying to explain with you with design, that I just having to like get back into like that creative space of like being comfortable with like sitting down with no music or internet. The beginning is always hell, and every time I have to like break this routine, it's like even harder to like get the cards like inside of me to like sit down and write. So I think if you like, if you manage to like say, I'll do a little bit every day, even if it doesn't have to be like for an hour or two, like I think the trick in the beginning is to actually sit down and do it, because then you develop the habit, and then it's like the easiest it becomes for you to sit down and do it, then the actual work doesn't matter at the beginning as much as the habit. That's why I think. So that goes with like for many things. That goes for working out for me as well. Like it's more important for me to like go through the motion and like do something, even if it takes like 5 minutes of working out, which sounds ridiculous, but it builds up the habit of like,
yeah, for sure. Start small and eventually, gradually build it up.
Yeah, you have
It's
to
the
like
habit that counts.
Because I think the hardest thing with everything is like starting it, and the less friction you have or like decision making with like sitting down and doing it and getting the cards and motivation, the easier it's gonna become, because you're not gonna have all this bullshit to like worry about before. But anyway,
Nathan. Wait, what? Did I miss more than that? Art uses different parts of your brain than talking, so it's easier to multitask those. Yeah, and also when doing like the animation or arts, I can put something on Netflix on, or a YouTube video in the background, and that helps me concentrate. That's weird. It doesn't. It helps me not feel bored, and I find myself more productive. But I cannot do that with programming at all.
So what you're saying is, I think I was reading something on procrastination or something, and there's two kind of tasks that you could be procrastinating. Either it's like way too boring, or it's too complicated. And when it's too boring, what you're doing with Netflix and stuff is actually a really good trick, because you're doing something boring and at the same time you're doing something exciting. So you push yourself to do the boring thing by doing something you look forward to, like watching something on Netflix at the background.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it was boring. I just, I guess
it's tedious, not boring exactly.
Tedious,
you know
tedious,
what I mean?
yeah, tedious.
So it's something you're not looking forward to, but has to be done. This is like what I do, for example, if I have to like wash dishes or something that like I don't want to do, but I usually like find a way to do it, like listen to like an audiobook or like music or something, or like have Netflix on my phone. So I'm trying to combine this with something that I actually want to do. And then the other part of procrastination is when you have like a really, really, really hard task and you're dreading it, and that's why you don't want to do it. And the way that I cope with it is like, not always, but that's what works with me. Like breaking into like super tiny manageable tasks. So that I'm like, I can do that tiny one. And then that's what gets you started. Because when you start with like a checklist of things to do, and they're like really manageable, then that kind of feels way better than just like saying, oh no, I need to finish. If you sit down to say, I need to finish Theropods, like the whole game,
it's
that's
too
not a fucking
overwhelming.
goal.
You
That's
don't
like,
know where to start. That's
Yeah,
how
exactly.
I'm feeling with the programming right now.
Yes, that's how I'm feeling with writing all the time. Like, I have to finish the script, and then I'm like, no, I don't. I have to finish like only one scene or figure out this. And that's like makes it way more manageable.
Deluxe tax coding in 12-hour blocks sounds insane. I can't do that either. I need to take breaks because I get to like the point where I kind of like what? No, Deluxe tax said that coding in 12-hour blocks.
Already where? Sorry.
Scroll up, just under. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, my mind just goes blank after a while, and I just can't think, and I need to take a break from it. Otherwise, I just can't function anymore. And yeah, Nathan, I take a while to get into into the coding, and then it comes a lot easier. But yeah. But doing it on stream, I was just sort of staring at my code for ages, not doing anything.
It's exactly the same for me in designing, because there's something that doesn't come naturally to you anyway. So like adding like more complications like streaming, it sounds insane to it.
I mean, it was fine that I knew you're the one who was, you know, concentrating on chat and everything, because you said that you do that, but it still didn't help. I just also know everyone's watching me and like nothing's happening, and
that doesn't make it that much easier, is what I'm saying. Yeah, even though I'm taking some of the chat with me, like to look, chat here, it's me. Don't look at Sarah. Yeah, when I get overwhelmed or whatever, like with this, for example. Actually, I saw a video recently of Rami, the game developer from Vlambeer, the Dutch guy that I told you.
Yeah.
Kind of like, he said what he does. Like, imagine this guy gets like, I don't know, like 200 emails per day. What he said he does is like some days because he said I can't do everything. I can't like be on the same day a coder and a designer and like reply to marketing emails and stuff. He says he takes some chunks out of the day. He decides what days are like for what. So that day is my coding day, and that day is my email replying day. So that he doesn't have to like, he's in the same kind of like mindset every day.
Yeah.
Of like kind of task. Because it's, imagine like, we have to do that sometimes to jump around like 4 different tasks. But it's way more manageable if you think about, today I'm only going to do coding, for example. Like, I don't have to stress about anything else. And this kind of like makes the process a little easier, because then you're not stressed about doing 40 other things on that day other than just like trying to learn coding too.
Yeah.
So I think it's no, I was just gonna say that it's nice to cut yourself some slack on the days that you have to do something hard and acknowledge it and say I'm not gonna do anything else.
I mean, it's pretty much what we're doing now, that we're only streaming 2 days. I don't tend to code on Mondays and Thursdays now. Or is how it seems to be going, because I don't have enough time to get into the programming mode of things. So yeah, this morning I got some like admin stuff done and out of the way. But yeah, no, it's a good way of doing it, I think. Except I don't know, sometimes you do have to answer emails if they're important.
And yeah, of course. Although the Arabi was saying like, if I have to answer an email and it's not my email day, then too bad. They should have sent it earlier. But that was funny. Even if it's urgent.
That's the thing, you could just switch off your email on that day to concentrate fully, because I wouldn't be able to do that, and then if I could see it came in, I'd be thinking about it, and yeah.
There's some people like who I was reading productivity books, and they were like, you know, crazy working in an office environment, but they had like automatic reply emails where they say, today I'm not gonna be there, but you can contact me, and if it's an emergency, call me here, or something like that.
Yeah, no,
to block out their time and not be stressed about email all the time.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say this frame looks really weird. It's because you put lines. I thought that was the snake, the 2 like motion lines you did, and I was like, why did you bother not drawing the end of the snake? But it's not. It's just motion lines.
Yeah, which they work surprisingly well.
Yeah, I think so. You know what I can't wait for is once we have a playable version, and then we can send it to Zach, and then he can make some awesome music for it. No, I mean the music's the main thing. But yeah, I guess to have all the sound effects and everything, and it'll be nice. No, but I like listening to his music, like hearing what he comes up with.
Oh man, poor Zach. We told him last time I talked to him was like, hey Zach, are you gonna be free in November to do some music? And I'm like, wait.
Well, after you could actually update him on that. At the end of the month, we'll have a playable version of Chapter 2 that we can send to him, and he can.
Would you rather I just send it to him?
No, just I guess to let him know as an update.
Yeah.
I would normally, just because in case it doesn't get done, but it's gonna get done. Minus the cutscene.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then even if he wants to, he can start on the sound effects as well for it.
Also, I was thinking that I enjoy streaming for another reason, because
we're making the game at the same time. One of my biggest like stress factors were what are the backers gonna say, or people who expect the game. And if we're streaming every day, then we're there with you. We're showing you progress. So even if we take more time, we're still here like every week to like answer your questions or like show you progress. So I feel a lot better about being transparent about this, instead of like leaving huge chunks of time, like months go by and people not knowing what's going on.
Yeah, obviously not everybody will be watching this, but
No. But if I remind them that it's there, if you want to find out more about the game, then it's up to you to go and check it out, right?
they can see. I mean, obviously, not necessarily on Twitch, but on YouTube, we upload the streams, so they can even see there that we are working on it. It's not like we're not doing anything.
That's true. I should actually, next time we post a Kickstarter update, I should post a link of the
YouTube.
Of the list.
I think we did mention it on the first time we mentioned streaming, but yeah, definitely.
Did we start uploading them on YouTube? Don't know if we did.
Thought we mentioned we were gonna. I thought we mentioned in some update. I don't know, but I think that we should. Yeah, it's a good idea to mention it again.
Oh, thanks to Luxtalks. But I understand how some people are like, for example, who've been using Kickstarter. I'm not saying that most of them, but like a lot of them don't even have like social media. They have like, some of them have emails or whatever.
Whoa, people have emails?
Like emails, that's their only way of finding out. Like when they don't use Twitch, they don't use Twitter, and we're really like big on Twitter at the moment. Or like we have some who use Facebook, and Facebook is shit with the algorithm, so we're not even there. So there's a big chunk of Kickstarter people who only see what we do from Kickstarter.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can always Google Theropods, what the fuck, and then find us maybe. But also, yeah, we weren't super accessible 3 months ago. Now we are, so that's kind of nice. Because we weren't streaming then, is my point. Yeah, Jim, you're totally right. It's just that...
Thanks for the follow, LunaFast Wi-Fi. Thank you very much.
Why do you say it so fast?
Because it was fast.
Lunar Fast Wi-Fi, okay. Thank you. Yeah, we also have to do marketing stuff, and but at the moment we don't really care too much, to be fair, because we have so much work to do that we don't want any lights on us.
Yeah, we have to up it near the time that we're going to be released.
It's not like we're just starting with marketing. Some people know us. We obviously have to do a lot more work, but we're gonna have a proper plan for this towards the end of the game. But right now, I don't think there's any need to worry about that. That's what I decided, at least after like 3 years of like doing the marketing for the game. The first proper marketing for the game was when we did a Kickstarter. That's where we got a big chunk of stress and experience on this.
Yeah.
And we still haven't decided if we need a publisher or not. We probably do, but the fact that we don't have a publisher right now means that we're not filled with stress that one more person is looking over our shoulder to finish. So when we're actually close to finish, I think that we probably can like do something with the publisher, and then feel a little bit more, relieved about the marketing of the game. Basically, what a publisher does for us is help people discover a game exists and sell it, so that we make more sales than we would have if it was just us, and do less work on promoting that.
The interesting thing though is how different publishers approach marketing. Like some have like really massive marketing budgets, whereas I don't feel you need to spend
that
as much money
as
that nowadays, when like you say, social media is like such a big important thing when it comes to marketing, and that doesn't cost anything. It can do by putting ads in it, but I don't know how important
and
that
also
is. It's mainly building your following, which is what we're trying to do through streaming as well.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
No, like we totally have the same. Well, we don't have the same power as them, but we have the same resources. Because now you can't even go to like game events. Like I understand if like
a lot of publishers work with like events and promoting and like having booths, and now this is like totally not working anymore, obviously. And I don't want to be their like experiment if they're trying new techniques or
Well,
whatever.
a big thing though about having a publisher as well is we get their following.
That's the most important for us, if they're like big enough to. But yeah, Nathan, the only thing is like they might be a good publisher, but we also are a bit worried about the lawyer part of it, because we don't want to get screwed over with a bad contract. And also like the biggest question about needing a publisher is like, for us, do we think that if we do our own marketing, we're going to sell and get revenue from the game that is going to be more or less than what the publisher would do with the marketing and take a huge chunk out of this? I don't know if that made any sense, my sentence. Basically, when a publisher helps you with marketing, they have to get a chunk of the sales to like recoup their costs, plus that's why they're making the deal in the first place. So that means that if you get a publisher, hopefully they're going to do such a good job that the game is going to sell so well that there's going to be plenty of money to go around for everyone. Is this what's going to happen, or are we going to get a shitty publisher that doesn't do that well of a marketing job, and then we're going to get way less money than what we would have gotten when we published it ourselves? Because if we publish it ourselves, we get like, other than what Steam gets or whatever, we get like everything. We get all the revenue from the game ourselves.
Well,
And since we're like, and since it's like just me and Sarah, this is like goes only to 2 people. It doesn't go to a team of 50 people, so that's like a substantial amount of money for like 2 indie devs to get. And if you're a company, you probably get a huge chunk because you're a company. You expect more people to get paid than just one person. Nathan's saying your Kickstarter success proves your market appeal, so shouldn't have too much of a problem finding a publisher. Publishers, even if they're small, can fund marketing, which helps a lot on launch. Yeah, it's tricky. Gotta look over contracts carefully. Some publishers will not recoup marketing expenses, so they're essentially paying for it out of their own pocket in return of 30% of revenue or whatever. Yeah, we haven't we don't have a publisher, but we did have a lot of talk with a lot of publishers. Not a lot, but a few. And then we got a little bit of experience on what some of them are asking or what kind of deals they're going for. That was like a big thing for me and Sarah, like experience-wise, to like see what kind of like. First of all, we got a hint that people are interested in our game who are publishers, so that was pretty good.
Yeah, we weren't looking for publishers. It was someone who contacted us.
We actually were before the Kickstarter, and no one fucking replied. And then we started getting like emails.
That's because we were asking for full funding.
Other dream publishers, like ones that everyone wants to work with. I think it's like Devolver and like Raw Fury and like kind of like those kind of publishers that are known for like not screwing game developers over and like making good deals and like actually selling games. So there are a few. I think we had like one that we were pretty excited about, but I for some reason didn't pan out in the end. But it might in the future, I don't know. But we decided with Sarah that, the more time passes when we're making a game, the more things we're going to have to show, the more finished the game is going to be. And if we're getting like people knocking on our door, metaphorically, right now, then in theory, we should get more people interested in the future when we actually have a more polished game that looks better. And we can we will have more of a negotiating power. So that is the theory. So that is why we don't worry too much about it right now. I was worrying a lot about it early on because I didn't want to make a deal that I was going to regret later. And I felt like a pressure to do it because we were in talks with those publishers. And then there was a point where we had like 2 different publishers making some sort of offer. And we felt pressure to like pick one or the other. And eventually somehow things worked out and we didn't have to pick any. So I appreciated that we didn't have to do that again until later. Application Systems puts out really good games, but I don't know how they are on the marketing end. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, Application Systems, I only know them because I follow the adventure game scene. So I don't know. What we're trying to do with Theropods is it's obviously marketed to adventure game audience, but we're not exclusively aiming at marketing it like that. We want to market it as a retro dinosaur, I guess, story-based game. Which the point is to like attract people who wouldn't just be playing point-and-click games to like come and explore, I guess, the world. So in that way, we feel like the game is like marketable for like a bigger audience than just like the niche point-and-click adventure game audience, which we super respect and we definitely are marketing to them too. But we didn't want to like corner ourselves, if that makes sense. And the fact that we don't have any dialogue gives us like a pretty good chance at like marketing foreign markets. Nice choice of words for me. Yeah, we kind of like market the game, but it doesn't have to be like purely in English. We can go to like any market, and localization is going to be pretty cheap, which is like hopefully attractive for any publisher, or it just like brings down the cost for this. Which is by total accident, actually. We didn't plan to do this. It just worked out for us. Basically, do not mention Monkey Island for marketing pets. Yeah, I know. Try not to. The thing is, it's also not a Monkey Island, but if I have to like explain to someone what the game is and they don't know point and clicks, I will mention Monkey Island because that's the game that I imagine someone would know. Like, what's your only... Yeah, I don't know what people's only reference would be for point and clicks if they play games in general but have never actually played one. But yeah, I know you mean marketing as in like online marketing. Man, I'm exporting 3 frames for you, but they're like, one is held for like so long, so it's gonna be a billion frames, but it's important to know the timing at least.
Okay.
And also I got a year ago, I got one of these courses from what's the guy that made this Fox game.
Seriously, a year ago?
I think it was a year ago, yeah. And it's actually really helpful, and he's really cool with it. Like, he talks about programming a lot, but he also talks about marketing a lot. And he self-marketed his game without a publisher. And he talks about a lot of social media advice and like using Reddit properly to market your game and things like that. So just having like the knowledge of marketing a game as an indie game dev is actually really, it's given me a lot of confidence that I don't have to like stumble through the dark with trial and error and like learn what to do. And the Kickstarter marketing actually was like a huge learning curve, as in like it helped us a lot to figure out without any experience prior to how to market a game. Yeah, I'm very proud of ourselves for doing that with the Kickstarter, because we had to do a lot of brainstorming with Sarah, like, what should we do now? What should we do now? Because there's no option for us to fail, so we should keep trying and trying and trying within those 30 days that the Kickstarter was going on. And we had some pretty good ideas. We had some ideas that didn't pan out. I don't even remember right now, but we had some ideas that did pan out. Remember, Sarah, we were obsessed with like having Tim Schafer notice us?
Yeah.
It's not like we went to his house and like knocked on his door, but you know, we were trying to like find some ways to like get his attention. And actually, I remember I was like, I was having this plan of like doing all of the Double Fine characters and like pixel art and like tagging him. And the day I was planning this, he actually commented on one of our tweets. So I was like, shit, we didn't even have to do that. It happened earlier. That was so funny. It's not like you retweeted the game, but you did like comment on one of our gifts, and I was like so happy. Because I was so prepared to like start doing fan art for every one of his games to get his attention. We found that doing fan art for other people is like actually it's good for everyone because you know we enjoy doing this and we're not asking anything in return, and we kind of like it. Like I would be flattered if someone did art for my game.
We have been flattered.
Yeah, it hasn't happened that many times, but every time it happened, I was really happy.
Yeah. What is going on here in this frame? Like.
Oh, you got a point? I don't know. Oh.
Like, is this
yeah, okay,
the snake? What is this part?
Yeah. I know. So there's you drew like a part. You drew like what seems to be this part. So this is the snake part, the gray one, and behind it is like another layer. It's like folded, so you can like draw a different shade of green, I guess. You know what I mean? Or a shadow.
But like, is it just this bit, right? Wait, if
no, the one behind it is still like skin snake, but so it's like folded.
This is also skin.
Yes, the black one is skin, but it's like behind the gray layer, so it should be like a little bit of a different shade.
So all three shades.
No. The black one is not the snake shade; it's a gap.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. Okay.
Yeah, but I know, but I'm having a lag with a stream. So.
No.
Okay. I think Crazy Kraken recently included you guys in some fan art. Oh yeah, he did, of course. Yeah, and you were the one who tweeted it, so that's how I saw.
Yeah, it was super cool.
And that fucking insane artwork by the Cloak and Dagger guys back in summer, like not summer, like last. Yeah, back in summer.
Probably.
Probably know what I'm talking about, huh? It's like a ginormous, like screen full of like indie game characters.
Yeah.
What do you say?
It was like in a cave or something, wasn't it?
A cave? No, it was
Was it not a
you
cave?
sure you know what I'm talking about? Sorry, I'm considering. No, it's not a cave. It was like a bar or something, and there was like a billion characters in it that you had to like zoom in and look at them because there were so many.
That. No, I'm thinking of someone else's. Who did the other one? There's another one.
The other one is Crazy Kraken, the one a few days ago.
No, before that. It was
Before
like
that?
last year sometime. Yep.
Are you sure it wasn't Crazy Kraken in a cave? It's the same guy who did the snow one.
Oh, then yeah, then it was him. Sorry, but you didn't do it a few days ago. That was last year.
Yeah, Crazy Kraken has done it a few times.
It was yeah, okay. Then yeah, no, I wasn't thinking of the one you were thinking of.
Yeah, and the other one I was talking about was John from Cloak and Dagger.
Yeah, where there's like loads of references.
Yes, that one. I don't know if Goloso did one, but the Crazy Kraken is definitely added us a couple of times. He did Subterraneum, Sarah, the game that I don't know if you got it yet. But
yeah, no, I got it. I want to play it. Oh yeah, who was it? Who was it? Deluxe Turk? So who is it? Who is recommending it? How long is that game? Roughly, do you reckon?
Stream, you mean? Are you thinking about it?
Yeah, just wondering how long it is to play. Because if it's a good game or it's a short one where it won't take too many streams to play, it would be pretty good, yeah, for stream. Because I bought it, but I'm saving it for potentially streaming.
Also, Deluxe Turks can convince Sarah to start playing Unavowed. Remember how good it is.
I don't have time to play any like point and clicks at the moment, but I do want to play Unavowed for sure. About 2 to 3 hours. Yeah, that sounds pretty good for stream.
Okay.
Yeah, when we get a chance to, I think we will play it on stream, and then I'll review it as well. Because
good thing I got
we need more
Rocky to
reviews.
play during winter holidays. I mean, I can play it anytime, but
Yeah. I quite like to play that. I haven't, yeah. I try to keep my evenings free to play games or like just relax.
Yeah, I was
But
gonna say that rap. Sorry, go on.
No, I was just gonna say that I find that I haven't really even been playing much at the moment because I've been pretty busy. I'm like catching up on or like doing some other non-Theropods related things during that time, or like prepping stuff for the stream. But yeah, what were you saying?
Rami was saying in that thing I was telling you earlier about these days of like wearing different hats as a developer.
Yeah.
He said he had a rule for himself to like play at least 2 hours of gaming every day. Because he said he stopped playing games when he was making them and he didn't like it. So
yeah.
I played through twice. The stream has me at 7.5 hours. I think you're talking about Unavowed, right? Of gameplay, and maybe closer to 3.5 hours if you play it on Steam. Oh no, wait. Maybe he does mean Subterraneous. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, that's still a pretty good time for streaming. Ooh, I need to go soonish, by the way. I need to think about food.
Think about food.
Well, yeah, what am I doing for dinner?
I wonder.
Oh, I know what I'm doing. Actually, it's not that difficult. I wonder what's for dinner. I'm just having dal and pies that are in the freezer, but the dal's defrosting, so I just need to heat it up and pop the pies in the oven. Easy peasy. Dal. It's lentils, your favorite, but it's like red lentils because they're split and they cook to a more mushier kind of form. So it's just mushy lentils, which makes it sound horrible. And I think it has leek and parsnip in it or something like that. I can't remember. It's really yummy. I made it like last month.
It's like the recipe leaks online. I wish I could find some balance with games. I either lose interest really quickly or I get unhealthily obsessed with a game. The Secret is nicer game. Good thinking. The Secret? What's that? The Secret?
What? The Secret is nice short games.
I see what you meant. I thought he was talking about a game called The Secret.
Yeah, I mean, it's like Unavowed. I started playing it and then I don't want to say lost interest. I don't know what it is, but I stopped playing quite early on after like the first puzzle. And it's not because it was bad. It wasn't at all bad. I just think I wasn't in the right frame of mind for it.
No, I get it. There are some games who are like big, and then I dread them because I know they're huge.
Yeah, that might be it.
It takes me like at least an hour and a half to start getting into it.
Yeah.
I think like you need to allow yourself some time, otherwise it's not gonna stick. I get that with like AAA games, like
yeah, but like
The Witcher or whatever. I need to.
At one point, last year, at some points, I for some reason decided to start playing Deponia 2, and then I also started playing, which I didn't finish because I don't know why I had two on at the same time. I then started playing the Dark Eye. The Chains of Satanav? I can't remember what it's called.
I don't know what you're.
And I got into that a lot, and I played like quite a lot of it. And that was kind of obsessively, I guess. I was like happily playing hours and hours of it, but I didn't finish it. Oh, I know why I didn't finish it. It got to like a section where the puzzle did not make sense to me, and it annoyed me. But yeah. But I also just don't like not seeing a game through to the end, which happens quite a lot.
It depends. If it's like super story based, then I do want to see what happens.
You had a serious Stellaris addiction recently. Stellaris. What is that?
Strategy game partner?
Strategy. Ooh.
Stellar, isn't it?
I don't. Yeah, I can't remember what this section was. No, it wasn't. It might not be what you're thinking because I feel like it was a stupid reason for me to get annoyed with it. It was a rock in a cave kind of thing that was on top of something. I don't remember it, but you had to lever it up, but the thing that you had to use, like I'm pretty sure you had an item that would have made sense to use, but instead you had to use something that was really flimsy. There was something stupid like that I know I was silly to be getting annoyed by it, but it did annoy me. I can't remember exactly what it was. And I don't know if it is the chains and sat nav that I'm talking about.
Nathan, I think the solution to your problem is watching streamers play your games
Solution to
instead
what?
while you work. Because he doesn't want to play huge games because he gets tired. I did that with Black Sad, the game. I watched streamers play it instead of me playing it. And I didn't mind.
Yeah, it was the chains of sat nav that I'm talking about. So I don't know if beyond that point, because I think there's still a lot more game, and I played a lot of it. That seemed like a pretty long game, but I was really enjoying it. I tried to play Siberia three times and never got past the first time.
Oh, Siberia 3 times. I was like, is there Siberia 3?
That's how I read it. Yeah.
I know Siberia is considered a masterpiece. I don't like Siberia. It's too boring for me.
I'd like to play it at some point.
It's not the kind of game I enjoy. It just felt super slow. I tried some years ago, again, because as I was growing up, I just remember every magazine I was buying saying, "Wow, this is the best." And I was like, "Is it though?" Yeah, I'm still in the same town. I think I boarded a train, but I'm not even sure if the train reached any destination or anything.
Yeah, when the developer hasn't considered that an item would work, so it takes you out of the game when it doesn't. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing when you're designing puzzles of this sort, you need to think about the other items you would potentially have on you as well. Like, I think for us, like, some of the items that we have in our inventory, if you use it on whatever the thing is you're meant to use the correct thing on, if it potentially works, I think we still allow you to use it.
Or try in using it.
Yeah, try and fail, but we could do an animation for it.
Yeah,
and we have done that in a few situations, I think.
Not always. We do that when we want to nudge you that you're on the right track. But if it's totally on the wrong track, then we'll just say no.
Yeah, but if it is, that's the thing with it being potentially on the right track. It means it is an item that you could potentially use, to some degree. That's why it makes sense. Obviously,
you
we
mean
wouldn't do
something
that.
That would be logical to use, like use a spear on something.
Yes.
But if you use if in the demo you use the fruit on a vine, then we don't need to make a special animation for that because that sounds random, right?
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
But that's what Jim's saying is and like what I was saying, I can't remember if that is this exact situation in the Chains of Saturnav where there was a rock and you're meant to prise it up or something, and if there's something else in your inventory that you could definitely use, that should be considered as an option. The fact that you can't use it feels like bad design. They should have got rid of that item at some point, or had something completely different. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, kind of.
Sinking Island. You got it on sale for 50 cents. What kind of game is it?
What are you thinking about?
Yeah, exactly. Like what Jim says. If a puzzle requires breaking a coconut and you have an axe and a crowbar, but only one works. It's annoying because they both should work, really.
Yeah, that's a good example. That's what I'm trying not to do in our game. When a solution would be really clear under any other circumstance, I want to tell you you know what, it won't work because of this. I don't want to tell you it's not going to work because I couldn't do puzzle design properly. That's why I'm getting mostly troubled with when I'm designing something. I'm like, why can't they just use this with that? That would have been the most obvious solution. I get that with a spear a lot. I'm trying to for this puzzle, I had to make the Amazon not be able to use her spear because it solves so many possible problems.
Sinking
and
Island.
I've done this a few times in the game.
Sinking Island looks pretty cool.
What does?
Sinking Island.
Oh. Yeah, it feels like 90s adventure games were just so massively produced back then that they didn't really bother with
sitting down and considering if the puzzle is shit or not. Thinking.
Ooh. Yeah, see, it's only like £5 or something like that on Steam. Right, I might finish. Was this going to be ridiculous to finish? Yeah, maybe not. Can we finish it up soon?
Mhm.
Because I need to go. Do I need to go? I don't know. How are
Go
you
think
going?
about it.
When I know what I'm doing for dinner.
I
have
would
thoughts
like
about it.
I would like to just export all this stuff and then I don't have anything else to do.
Okay. How far are you? Whoa, you're super close to the microphone.
I don't know, I'm confused. Yeah, I have 2 more, but let's see.
You've got. Okay, cool.
I feel it's so hard to fix my schedule now, because like I've been awake for like 4 hours. How the fuck am I gonna go to sleep early?
I don't know. You've done it before. Don't you?
Yeah, I know.
Don't you stay up long? I don't know. How do you normally fix it?
I bite the bullet and go to bed earlier, or I wake up, which I hate. I hate waking up without sleep.
Maybe that's just it. Force yourself to get up.
Or there is a middle solution where I go to bed just a little bit earlier than I used to, and then I wake up just a little bit earlier than I used to, and then
Like gradually do it.
over the next 3 days, I usually manage to fix it. So
It sounds
I
like the nicer
suffer,
way of doing it.
I suffer by sleeping for 7 hours instead of like 8, for example, or
Yeah.
9.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit more manageable. So I probably have to have a 3-day plan of fixing my sleep schedule now and not fuck it up in the weekend, which usually happens.
Make yourself
Like-
a tracker for your bullet journal.
I have a tracker of wake up early, and it's been like so vague. Like I woke up early 2 days ago, and then 4 days ago, and then I haven't been consistent with it.
Mm.
So, you know. I really like the bullet journal so far. It helps me have things all in like one page of like what's going on through the week. So that's really helpful.
Mm-hmm. Jim says, I'm consistently envious of game characters who can go to sleep instantly and decide exactly how long they want to sleep.
Like, yeah. Be more realistic, say sleep for 5 hours. It would be like your character couldn't sleep, he was thinking of stuff.
Yeah. Sleep failed. He was up all night worrying. who can sleep when they're supposed to like kill dragons and save the world in 7 hours. Yeah.
This reminds me of the Zelda: The Majora's Mask game. We have like 3 days to like save the world.
Oh yeah.
But then if you don't, then you can go back in time
Okay.
and start the new day again. But you still have 3 days. But you never sleep. When are you gonna sleep? I haven't slept for 1 billion days. More like 3.
I'm getting hungry. I had brunch instead of breakfast.
I haven't had anything. I actually had breakfast eggs.
Yeah, I had an egg and bread and beans.
So British.
Oh, it wasn't baked beans. It was a mix that we did for baked potatoes the other night. It was kidney
So
beans with kidney beans with onion and garlic and tomato and some cumin
Okay,
and
that's
paprika.
a bit more Mediterranean.
Oh, and a slice of olive bread.
It's a little bit more Mediterranean.
Mediterranean? No, Mexican.
Yes.
Cumin
No.
and paprika?
Yeah, we use paprika. We use beans.
It's
we use
more
olives.
it's Mexican beans. Yeah, the olive bread, sure. No, definitely. I'll agree with you there, but not the bean mix. You can't have that one.
I don't know how to schedule my day now because I'm hungry, but I also want to do some I want to do working out stuff, but I either have to work out and then eat, or I have to eat, wait a few hours, and then work out.
I wouldn't be able to exercise when I'm hungry. I can't do anything when I'm hungry, but I wouldn't be able to exercise on a full stomach.
Yeah, but I can't work out if I'm not the full stomach. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's like I see your problem there.
Also, the thing is, I actually have to cook to eat, so maybe I should put my food in the oven, work out, bite the bullet instead of biting food for a little bit, eat while working out. Thanks, Tim. Good thing we have a chat here. Well, usually when you work out, you have little breaks in between, right? So,
have a little
like,
snack or
catch your
something.
breath for a minute. So I'm just like gorging myself when, like, for the minute I'm supposed to be breathing. See, that's the problem with waking up late, because now, like, my day has started and I have a checklist of things to do, and it feels like the day's ending already. Well, the thing is, since I did this bad thing recently where I lost weight, I had to like, I tried not eating for a whole day, 36 hours, I didn't eat anything, because I wanted to see if I could take it or not. After a while, where you get like really hungry, then you stop being hungry and then you forget about it. So I found out that there's a little threshold that if you get by, then you're okay. Basically discovered I can go without food for a little while and I'll live.
I prefer to eat.
It sounds horrible.
It does sound horrible.
Well, technically, I mean, I didn't have any after dinner. I started counting from the last time I had food, and that was like dinner. Then I didn't eat for the next day when I woke up. So it was like including all my sleeping, waking up, going to sleep again, and then when I woke up, I had food.
I wouldn't want to do that. I did intermittent fasting at one point, but that's like 16 hours without food or something. It's like half of what you did. Which was fine, actually.
Yeah,
It wasn't
yeah.
that bad.
No, intermittent fasting is pretty manageable. I don't know. I mean, I was trying to eat like to drink a lot of water and pretty much that. And I didn't work out on that day because I didn't want to exhaust myself anymore. I mean, technically, you can survive for 30 days without food, so I thought one day is fine. And also, I must say that because I was already on a diet and I was eating smaller portions, that it would have been way harder if I just did it out of the blue, like being used to eat like anything I want all the time. So it was like a bit easier. But see now, because I know I survived for a whole day without food, I know I will survive for a few hours without food if I work out first. So I got the confidence to do this. Because I think if you don't eat for a day, it's mostly psychological as well. Like it's a little bit more psychological, the fact that you're starving and you haven't eaten.
I'll be right back. A quick sec. I thought I had a cat, but
Goodbye, Sarah. No, I don't think you're gonna survive 30 days without food anyway, but it's not one of the tests that I will do. I know that's like, I know you can do, yeah, I think after 36 hours, that's when you start getting really fucked up. But one of my, yeah, I might try and do a 48-hour thing once, just to see if I can. I just think it's a little bit, you don't know, there's a little bit of a, the point of doing that to inconvenience yourself in times where you don't have to is that you kind of gain a different perspective, I guess, into like what it's like to not eat for for like a long amount of time. It's not risky for like a couple of days. I think it's fine. I mean, I wouldn't do it if I had to like be on, on my feet all day and have to do like stuff. I would try it now in a safer environment where I'm in my house and I don't have many things to do other than not eat, where I don't require that much energy. But if you think about like maybe there comes a time in your life where you actually don't have any food and you have to like stay without food for 2 days. I think psychologically, just because you've been through that on your free time or whatever, it's kind of like, yeah, it's not like you're prepared for war or whatever, but it's kind of like sort of the same logic where people are training to prepare for like a big event. If you know you can do it in your head, then you're going to be a little bit more clear-headed maybe in times of crisis. What the fuck am I doing now?
I am back.
Hello, back.
Hey, front. I thought I heard a cat, but I didn't. She was still fast asleep. She's been sleeping in the same spot the whole day, pretty much.
Yep, sounds like a cat.
In the other room, we've got blackout curtains. I mean, they're not blackout curtains. They kind of are. They're not meant to be blackout curtains. They're just really thick curtains. But so you can't really tell if they're shut all day if it's sunny outside or not. Or if it's super sunny. But you know it is because our cat will like climb up onto the windowsill through the curtains to sunbathe on the windowsill. What's wrong with that?
So your cat, just remember its face. It's so ridiculous.
She's a cutie.
Bored all the time.
Bored?
Yes. So I was like, meh. See, it always looks like it just woke her up.
She probably would have done. She likes
I've
her
never
sleep.
seen her not look like that. Cats are solar powered. I am almost done with this bullshit.
How many animations is it? Wait, I asked you that already, didn't I? Did I?
I don't know, a lot.
Hey! Mr. Vortex. Per one
Hello.
me.
More like Vortex Prime.
Per one me. How you doing?
What did you say? B0 Vortex for 1 me.
Oh yeah, good point. Good point.
0. Pronounced them. I'm pretty sure.
You've caught us near the end of our stream. Because I'm hungry. I need food.
Yes, I know. You've probably mentioned a billion times.
Mm-hmm. See, I'm getting to the stage where I'm getting so hungry I can't function. Someone stole
Okay,
your... Go.
I'm doing my last export thing.
How's the dinosaur?
Identity theft is not a joke, is what I'm gonna say.
What?
Millions of families suffer every day from it. Who got that reference? Because I didn't.
No, I don't. What is it?
Oh,
Go on, share.
We'll see if anyone got it.
Jim got it.
It's The Office.
Oh right, obviously that's right.
There's an episode where Jim comes and he's like dressed as Dwight and he pretends to be him, and Dwight is really upset because he's like, identity theft is no joke. Millions of families suffer from it every year. I was like, what? Yeah, that's my that is a new direction we're going, Theropods.
Christmas theropods.
And Sarah's working on top of my work, as you can see. This white background that he's using. What am I doing, actually?
Exporting
alright.
for me. So then I can
For
go
me.
eat. How's your dinosaur parking going?
What?
Vortex. Viscera or Ortex.
What dinosaur parking?
The Jurassic Park, Jurassic World Evolution. I always stumble over that name. He's been playing it.
Yeah.
Like, we were both like playing it a heck of a lot. You're a dino game? Or evolution? What's evolution?
You're a dino game?
parking. No! I meant Jurassic World.
Jesus Christ, fucking parking. I was like, does he have a dinosaur car?
Car
I just got
park.
it.
They parking dinosaurs. I think he messaged me about
There
it,
we
but I
go.
haven't read it. I was playing that so much, like, I guess before the new year, where I felt like I was allowed to give myself some time off.
Felt like it was allowed.
And then now I haven't been playing it as much because I don't have the time. Oh, nice. The Thin Island's the one that I just got onto. Because, like, I was playing it a fair bit, but then I realized you were playing it too, so then I felt like I needed to keep up to date because I didn't want to, like, you know, fall behind. But now I'm definitely behind, which is fine. Would that be a model T-Rex? Wait, what? A model T-Rex? Huh? You know... Oh, okay. I need to get some dinos in there.
You mean Model T-Rex, like the one from a Kickstarter we got promised?
That'd be pretty cool to stream. Oh, Model T is a type of car.
Oh, that was a pun, okay.
Yeah, that's exactly why I can't play right now, because like I've got deadlines, need to be working.
Sure, you can find some time.
So in the evenings, yeah, I'm like, it gets to about 10 o'clock where I feel like I can then play something, but then I end up playing Heroes of the Storm just because I feel like with Jurassic World I want more time to like play. I don't want to just play for like 15
Yeah,
minutes.
that's why I don't like those kind of MOBAs and all those games, because they put you into like it's like the safe choice to play a game, and they don't let you explore other games.
I've been in this kind of loops
Wait, what?
for like online games.
Explain
Online
that.
games are kind of. I'm just saying, online games kind of like put you into the same loop of like playing over and over and over the same matches, and it's not the same as playing like, indie games or whatever.
Yeah, not at all. I enjoy it, but like it's a nice thing where you can just pick it up and play one game that's about half an hour long, and then that's it. Whereas like with Jurassic World
Yeah, that's
Evolution, I
true.
want a longer period of time. So it's a nice option to play like a short game where you can just pick it up, play a game, that's it. But
Oh
yeah.
no, did I say anything, Nathan? I wonder if I exported that.
You rage quit in Hearthstone.
I used to play. Well, I mean, I used to play a lot of Magic the Gathering, and then Magic the Gathering Arena now. That's why I refuse to play any other card game that's not Magic. Because I've been playing Magic since I was in school. Oh no, Nathan. Yeah, we're still here. But now I'm not playing any more Magic. I don't know why, I just stopped playing. I guess it requires a lot of grinding and disappointment, so I didn't feel like I wanted to keep playing.
Oh, what's going on this frame now? Is that all? Huh. It's like now a mix between motion lines and snake.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure his hand is behind now.
Okay. So, but I mean, definitely snake goes
Sad.
on top of snake here.
There was a game card. There was a Warhammer card game. Don't they? Why do they want
Warcry.
everything?
Yeah. I played Warcry. What did you say?
Can't they just like stick to their figurines? Do they have to like make everything with
The game was the card game was really fun. I like that a lot. I still have all the cards, like literally, so many. Wait, let me show you.
It's fine. Oh no, it's showing us. Am I done here? I'm done with exporting. For the record, they never said, yes, Sarah, please show us. No.
I have two massive folders, and then I have like a smaller folder. But like, yeah, they're super cool and like nice art, I think. But probably similar to Magic. I don't know how well you can see that, or if it's just reflecting. It's kind of just reflecting, isn't it?
Okay.
Yeah. They're cool. I like
It
them a
look
lot.
like Magic. What happened to this card game? Nothing?
I mean, it wasn't Magic. I guess
Clearly,
it had a lot
nothing
of
is Magic.
competition. I went like it existed for a while. This is 2005. I don't know. I guess it just kind of died out and stopped. They stopped making more. I don't know what to do with the cards.
Check out how much they cost and so on.
Not loads on eBay, and I don't want to just like get rid of some.
I have tons of Magic cards, and some of them cost like serious money. But I've been told that prices are really shitty because of the coronavirus, because there's no live events
Really?
and all that. So I'm waiting on the virus stopping so I can so the price go up again. Because I might be cutting myself short because I don't know. Actually, yeah, I know they make video games. I enjoyed their video games. I enjoyed their strategy games with Warhammer. Clunky orcs.
Oh, is that why they dropped the card games? Warhammer Online was a big fail.
By the way, I'm done.
Great, because I need my food.
I was saying I was done when you were like, wait, I'm gonna get my cards.
Oh,
I was
okay,
like,
okay.
Yeah, I
Let
used to
me
play-
finish this last frame then. Or last two
No.
frames.
I used to play shit tons of Magic, like going to stores and stuff. And I've even been to a few events in like European events, live ones. I didn't do that well there, but it was super fun traveling to play Magic. Well, it sounds like you were bored.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
went to... Did you? Did I take you to a board game event? Oh, you know, do you mean the loading bar in London where it was like a
Ah.
cafe or like it's a bar
Oh,
that has...
maybe that's what you mean.
Because I did at one point we went to some, I don't think it was with you though, board game. Like they would meet up in some student premises and there'd be loads of board games there to play. And loads of people, and you just like, and we met some like new people there as well.
The
Actually,
loading
keep
bar is
contact
cool.
with them.
I wonder if Nathan has been to loading bar.
Did you go to loading
Maybe
bar?
not, but London only? No?
Hey, thanks for the follow, Luna Downs.
Yay!
Did you
I
go
know
to
everyone's coming now that we're about to go.
Costas? Did you go to loading bar? Did I take you there?
Yes, we went with Anam. Right?
Just you, me, and her? Maybe.
Yeah, I think so. And we
Yeah,
were
okay.
giving cards to like the bar so they would.
Yes,
distribute
yeah.
them for the
I
game.
feel so bad taking people there because it's so far, like to the East London. Like
Oh, I didn't
it's
mind.
in
I
a weird
was there
place.
for holidays.
But it's worth it. It's worth it, I think, for sure.
I was
And
there
you
for
can play
holidays.
Metal Slug on their
Wait,
like
what?
consoles.
What game did we play that it destroyed you both? Oh, what was it? Golden Eye on the N64 or something? They had
Maybe.
like every old console ever. And
Yeah.
We were just like playing stuff. There was something definitely that I had experience in, and I was like,
The pizza place. You babysat Laurie? What? Pizza place. I don't remember that. I remember going to some weird. Oh! I tried taking you to loading bar, and it was closed.
oh,
It was our first birthday or something like that. It was so annoying. It was closed. So we ended up going to some random like little bar sushi place. Was it sushi? It wasn't sushi. They did like, I don't remember what they did. It was really weird. I asked the guy for no straw and he gave me a straw and I got upset.
do you remember Sarah that when we
Oh,
were the loading?
Wait. It wasn't closed. Loading bar wasn't closed. They had a freaking Overwatch event there or something. I don't know if it was Overwatch. It was some event which was like private. And they kicked us out. Turned us away.
So do you remember when being a loading bar that there were some people playing a board game next to us?
What game?
It was called Secret Hitler, that game.
Oh, okay.
I had no context what that game was. Apparently, it's a really fun game. It's kind of like a bluffing game where one of you is like a Nazi and the other have to guess who the Nazi is. But they kept like shouting at each other, and again, I had no context what the game was. Like, he's a fascist! No, he's a fascist! They were like shouting at each other who's a fascist, and I was like, what the fuck are these guys doing? And that was apparently the rules of the game. You had to find who the fascist was. And yeah, that was my introduction to it. That game looks amazing though. It looks like the art is really got me. Like it looked really pretty. Oh hey
Yeah.
Cora, what's up?
Hey, Cora, how you doing? We're just about to go. I'm sorry, but yeah, it's good to see you.
Social deduction. Yeah, it usually makes me and my friends like completely want to kill each other in real life.
Oh, I get so like heated. Like I hate it when people think that I've only played the one where the spies and I don't know.
You must be.
Oh, I can't think of what it's called.
You must be awful at Among Us then, because it's kind of like that, but in a game form,
Oh, I don't
like
play.
a video game form.
I don't play Among Us.
where you have to like lie to others while you have to win and like.
Oh yeah, no, I hate it when I actually am the spy in this game. I can't remember the name of, but yeah, the resistance. But when people think I am a spy, I like properly like get very heated in the fact that obviously I'm not a spy and that's gonna fail. So then when I am the spy, I've kind of learned to try and act like that too. But yeah, it's really hard to
But
pretend.
it takes emotional energy because you have to always be angry.
Yeah, It does.
Yeah, I got friends who are like that, but they get super worked up, but mostly because about what other people are doing, as in like yeah, they're
Yeah.
falsely accusing them or like misplaying things.
Yeah.
But it's so hilarious because I can make fun of them later.
We played it.
Because of it.
I played it with Laurie and his family once, and his mum played, but she was acting like she didn't know what was going on. She was the spy, and she won because she knew exactly what she was doing.
Yeah.
But she
did?
she had never played it before, but she was clever enough to work out what was going on, and she was
I
just
thought you-
acting. She was acting super newbie, but she
I
won
see.
because of that. She was like, I don't know, I don't understand. Like I didn't get that. That's why. You know.
I thought you meant that she literally didn't understand how the game worked, and
That's
she
why she
was
won.
like, yeah, exactly. But apparently,
No. I think she knew exactly what she was doing. She said she did afterwards, but it was frustrating. Laurie got so angry about it. Not properly angry. Cora's been lurking. The digging
He's
game.
Like, he was waiting for 2 hours to see if we're worthy of saying hi, and then he was like, "I think they earned it now."
Wait, is that the digging game with the dwarves that you bought a German version of by mistake? Can't remember what that's called, but you dig up gold nuggets. I've got a like 2-player version of it. The noob strategy. Yep, annoyingly it worked. Oh, your game, it is in German, you didn't return it? Sabotage. There we go, sabotage.
Did a card game called Bank with cowboys and outlaws. That was like that kind of bluffing situation.
Yeah. Okay.
There's like one sheriff and the other outlaws, and no one knows who's whom. But you know who the sheriff is.
Oh, is that another social deduction? There's also werewolf. That sounds really confusing
It
because
is,
there's
but
loads of
usually
different people that you could be.
It goes in like turns, but usually you know right from the first turn, like whoever attacks the sheriff is like the outlaw, and whoever doesn't is like fishing, or whatever. And there's always one part which I think he sides with whoever. I think he can shift basically alliances. Is neither with the sheriff or the outlaws. So that's always like the person you don't know. But it's pretty cool because if you see people like not shooting the sheriff, then you know they're his friends and so on. Werewolf, have I played that? There's a similar game where you have werewolves, vampires, and humans, and like it's kind of like a rock paper scissors situation where one kills the other. And then but it's like, let's say it's 3 different teams instead of 2. So it's like the werewolves with the werewolves, and each card like you have in your hand has like a special ability, like if you die, this player dies or something weird like that. I don't know, it's just like a stupid example, but yeah.
I really like Betrayal at House on the Hill, but there's like few people I know who actually really like that game. It's like you explore a mansion, and then the place gets haunted eventually, and then instead of being however many players you are working together, one person is going to be the haunter, like depending on what the situation is. You could be like a ghost or something, and then you work against everyone else. Anyways, I'm done with the snake skin. I just haven't copy pasted.
Cool. Oh, what I did today is not draw a single line, but I exported shit tons of stuff. Actually, I did do all this work over the past few days. So.
Yeah. That trap game Laurie has is amazing. Trap game? Dungeon Trap.
I thought it was.
Are you talking about a board game?
Trapping.
Dungeon Trap? I have no idea what you're talking about.
I think he's trying to trap you.
We've got Munchkin. It's like Adventure Time Munchkin.
Speaking of munch.
Yeah, go make some food.
Yeah, because I really have to go to the supermarket and get some food, and then not eat it while I work out.
Yeah. You put down trap rooms and mobs die in them, and you collect their souls. Oh, the one where you're just putting like room by room, like one after the other. I don't remember what that's called. Dungeon something. Dungeon Trap. Yeah, that one was fun. Anyways, we're gonna go now because I'm very hungry. Costas is very hungry. Yeah. So we're gonna go eat.
Could eat a Nocturok.
I'm so well, I'm not gonna say that. I was gonna say, I'm so hungry I can eat a horse. That was from Goblins.
Oh wow.
Goblins 3, Goblins 2, Goblins. Is it
Oh,
just
thank you.
Goblins? Goblins 2.
Thanks
I
for the
think.
mega hug.
Yeah. Hey, what the heck? Why are you getting a mega hug?
I don't know. I'll get it.
It's easy to misspell Sarah with Costa sometimes, but there you go.
Right. Thank you all for watching and for the new
Ha.
followers and for
See,
the
you got a hug.
hosting and everything. Thank you. Yeah, and we'll be back on Monday since now for those who weren't here when we said it, but we're now going to be streaming on Monday and Thursday because we need to
Yeah, I wanna
program the
see you-
design as well.
Well, see you try to pick me up.
That's not gonna be easy.
All right, then we'll see everybody on Monday again. Then
Yay!
have a lovely,
Nice. Have a
lovely weekend.
lovely 3-day weekend, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, for us, but yeah. And yeah, thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.
Another People's Day. Bye.